about this movie. Okay, all that. I'm going to say something off the bat. I'm going to say something very controversial. I'm going to say something.
Please say it. Please say it.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to get canceled for saying this. Black Adam is the single dumbest movie I have ever seen in my life, but it's also not the worst.
So you said it's the dumbest.
It's the stupidest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know if your opinion's that
I've
valid.
never seen Kangaroo Jack, dumb fuck.
He likes the idea.
You were in it.
Stupidest movie, tropiest movie, most mid-2000s action movie you've ever fucking seen, but also not the worst. Welcome to A Hero Story, episode 207 or whatever. This is the Black Adam review.
Is it 207?
I think so.
You know, about halfway through the movie, my friend leaned over to me and said, I could tell why they've been trying to make this movie for 15 years.
About halfway through the movie, I was like, there was a point where I was like, okay, we're moving into the third act. And then a lady in front of me like turned her phone on and we had 50 minutes had passed. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like there's another whole half of this movie left.
The way I look at it, right? The moment when I realized that this movie was just like, they were on the Injustice 2 character select screen. They went, Sabak, Dr. Fate. And that was fine.
I was crossing my fingers for Felix Faust when all the magic shit was going down. I'm like, please, Felix Faust.
He was probably in the background.
Where's my boy Faust?
They cut him.
So
I mean, release the Rock.
There's so much to say about this movie, but also like there's so little to say.
There's so nothing to say. It's a movie.
When the movie ended, I was like, this podcast episode is gonna be really short or really long. We'll see. So we have some ideas to spread this. Is this spoilers? We are going full into spoilers. Not that you need to
spread this.
I mean, there's not much to spoil really. It's pretty generic.
Can we get some housekeeping out the way too?
Yes.
Tyler has been paid in full for his tickets. You're welcome, Tyler. I hope you enjoyed your night out. Last week for the Added Context quiz, I said someone sent a thing in, and I said I believe it was Anderson, friend of the show. It was not Anderson. It was Bruce Stevens, and I apologize, Bruce, that I completely fucked it up in the episode. So this one's for you, man. Tell him the Man in Black sent you. Anyway,
nice.
Well, let's continue with this housekeeping stuff. There is a video on our YouTube channel that Harper made about horror movies, mostly music.
There is. I
movies.
Actually forgot about that. Wow. Thank you.
You made it. You edited it, and
I made it like 7 months ago, and then was like,
at the beginning, it was like, I made this bloody 20 years ago.
Oh, you were literally The Rock, just trying to find your Black Adam footing. Like
it's called Harper.
I'm surprised that Tyler
I've been trying to get this movie made since 2007.
I only saw that part.
It's called Harper Talks Horror, but it's mostly about horror music. It seems.
Yeah, half of it's about music, and the first 3 minutes is just about random
howling.
Shit.
It's about
yeah. So it was enjoyable. I think we just need to branch out and do some more fun shit. If someone comes up with an idea, they're like, "Hey, I want to talk about whatever the fuck," then sure, you can talk about that movie where Chris Pine and Tom Hardy are fighting over a pretty lady or whatever. We can talk about that.
Oh, that movie! I remember that movie. This Means War. That's the movie I'm thinking of.
Wow,
that's the movie. I saw that movie. I get the reference.
Well, This Means War video review
coming
last week we all got together. We all planned a time and a day and everything to record D&D.
I shouldn't be here. Listen, I'm doing this. I'm here for the people.
Yeah.
And then Harper the day before said, "Hey, by the way, I might be able to make it, but we'll see."
I feel like I said
in Harper's defense. You said it was going to take 4 fucking hours. What the fuck is D&D? Like, I genuinely still don't understand the game, but 4 hours?
JD, I was listening to episode, it was like 221. It was when we announced all of these shows and shit.
221.
And Hunter goes, whatever. Yeah, he goes.
15 weeks in the future, bro. Dr. Fate.
Oh, 121. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Holy shit. Anyway. Hunter goes, we're going to do a D&D podcast. It's not going to be that long. They're just going to be like an hour long. And I was like, an hour long? What happened there? Like now we're like, we can do 5 hours minimum and then we'll see.
I mean, that's
been
delayed
like too
on
much.
The first episode of A Hero Story, I was like, yeah, we'll never go over 30 minutes for an episode.
Dude, I got home that day. I got home at like 5 a.m. There was no fucking way I was going to do that. I'm sorry, man, but like, this podcast is good.
Don't apologize to us. Apologize to them. To the people.
Yeah.
The people
to who? Oh, fuck the people.
Everyone.
Wow,
We
Bruce
had
Stevens
over
was very
I'm
mad at
sorry,
you.
people.
You
I'm
dedicated
sorry,
this
people.
episode to him.
1,000
Dude, I got to meet
people
my
ready.
fucking hero. Suck my balls. I met
You
Mark
met Iron-
Waid again.
you met Iron Man?
Jones.
But like, yeah, it's the equivalent
You met
of
The
like
Rock?
of
The Man in
JD
Black?
meeting.
The Man
It's
in
like-
Black.
They had the Australian premiere of Black Adam, and you and The Rock took a picture together, and he manhandled you.
Well, I met my hero, which is Passenger, which for JD would be like meeting James Franco or something,
He's
like
more-
someone
Black
he
Adam's
looks
more
up
of a
to
dude,
and
right?
relates to.
Or Harvey
Hey, listen,
Weinstein.
I'm a Charles Xavier fan. I could defend a lot.
Or-
Yeah, I can justify quite a bit. Oh man, what a show! Black Adam.
yeah, can we talk about Black Adam, please?
Yeah, we'll do D&D one day, I guess. I also got
In prep for this movie, I've been reading Black Adam
Oh,
nonstop,
that's right.
all 15
You're an
issues.
idiot.
This is true as well because he's been sending panels.
Oh, he's so dumb.
that is true. Yeah, as soon as you sent the Black Adam panel, I was like, JD, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like a
Jamie,
black
no.
panel, black panel.
You
Black
better
Adam
Black
panel.
panel.
from a
Black- if a black panel. comes.
All right, we both know it's coming. I was
Okay.
like, wow. I
Did
love
you
it.
actually read every Black Adam issue?
I mean, I read like 15 issues total. He doesn't appear in
Oh.
that much, to be honest.
that's
But
fair.
Have
yeah.
you read 52? Isn't that's what everyone? I
No, I
never
didn't read
finished
52.
52. And
but Black Adam is like I read World War III. I read the Black Adam miniseries from like 2007. I read like a Shazam miniseries from 1987. I read some like the 1982 issue. I think the one that The Rock grew up on. He was 10 years old when this came out, and it features Black Adam. And Black Adam's just beating up Superman the whole time. So I think like
Oh.
that's why he loved it.
oh, I see.
Okay, so he's not a
Listen-
liar at all.
He's not a liar.
Okay, confirmed. How were they?
Not good.
None of them.
I mean, I'm just not that into the character.
So you
He's a-
spent a week
got-
reading about him than
He's,
seeing a
he's
movie.
kind of dumb.
He,
Like who would ever approve a movie about just Black Adam?
He was originally the villain for Shazam, and The Rock said you can't do that because Black Adam's story is so big. And I think this movie proves that you really could have
If
just
you
had him as a
took like
Shazam villain.
a quarter of this movie and just applied it into a Shazam movie as like, hey, here's Black Adam's quick origin, and he's the villain of the movie, it would work perfectly.
Mhm.
But instead, they
I-
just stretched it out over 2
the-
hours.
the main thought I had while watching this movie was that everyone in this movie was the dumbest they could possibly be. Like nobody thought about anything for more than 5 seconds, and it actually blew my fucking mind at a point. Like everyone was just doing like their impulse thought, and they didn't think 5 seconds beyond anything. It's like no one went to school in this fucking movie.
What
like,
character? What character did you hate the most? The skateboard kid or Adam Smasher?
The kid
'Cause
was
I
so
hated
fucking
both.
annoying. Like
It's the kid.
I was so blown away that they were like, we'll give this kid a skateboard and hopefully that means people will like him. How about you just kill the kid? No one cared. No one wanted him there. Oh my God.
You were cheering for the bullet when it was coming towards him?
I really was. I was hoping like
Jeez.
I was too. I hated that little cunt. I didn't like him. Sorry.
they put
Welcome
a cape
back.
on him as if like we would be like,
Oh,
oh,
I
maybe
hated
he'll
that
be a
so
hero
much.
someday. I was hoping that like he'll try to be a hero and get squashed by a building.
Is he a
favorite
character
part
in
was
the
when he-
comics?
Bored through the hallway. I was like, just
Well-
fucking walk, dude.
What
Just
was
walk
his
down the
name?
hallway.
Yeah, that was bizarre. What was this kid's name? The character.
It starts with an A, I think. I'm on.
Is he a character in the comic? Is he like Captain Marvel boy?
Wasn't there
Captain
some
Marvel
kid
boy.
in
Black
the current
Adam
Black
boy.
Adam's Hunter, when you read Black Adam #1, like the current series, right? You read the first issue of that, the Christopher Priest
I
one.
did,
Wasn't
yeah.
there like some kid in that?
There was, yeah. Who became White Adam. That's his
Oh.
actual
Osiris.
man.
Okay, so this actually is a character I recognize. Actually, Osiris. So this kid is a character in the comics. I remember this guy. They beat the second Adam to death. I think.
Oh.
Ryan
oh.
Choi. They beat him to death. Maybe he was there.
Yeah, I just Googled it. I recognize
Interesting.
him. Yeah.
So he's
So
but
this
he
character's
is.
famous for committing a hate crime. That's
He,
great.
yes, he's Freddy.
Tremendous.
He's Freddy from like Shazam, pretty much. He's just Captain
Oh,
Marvel
But
Jr.
bad. But
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah. God, that issue's brutal.
Do you know what this movie was? It was like bad, but also it was like moments of The Rock would occasionally do a thing, and I would turn to my friend and go, "All right, that was kind of. I'll give him that. That was kind of cool." Like when he
Same,
sped up when he sped up that light cycle and like threw the guy and then crashed into him and the guy fucking exploded and he flew off. I turned to my friend, I was like, well, like, come on. Like, it's like, I'm not immune to someone like being exploded in a cool way. That being said, massive fan of that where he slows down time and he sets up all the things, and then at the end they pay it off by showing like 2 of the 20 things that he set up, and then the rest of it is one explosion. You don't see a fucking thing. I was like, why did you spend all that time setting it up?
During that big slow-mo,
that's exactly what it's
someone in the theater goes, did Zack Snyder make this?
God, there was so every time that Cyclone chick like spun into frame, like I fucking hated it.
Cyclone's also kind of dumb because like the devil villain is like, he's all on fire and she's like, I know what to do. I'll just throw wind into his flame. That won't make his flame bigger. Yeah. And then he's just like,
she's also supposed to be the smartest person there.
Yeah, Cyclone's fucking dumb.
Listen, I actually thought she was the least stupid of the 4 Justice Society members.
Because
I was actually blown. No, Dr. Fate was a fucking idiot. They were all.
He didn't need to die. He did not.
Why were they all so stupid?
That being said, he as a character is enjoyable to watch, whereas Hawkman and Atom Smasher are fucking awful. I love Aldous Hodge, who plays Hawkman. He was awful in this movie. I'm sorry.
Shocked how much it is like Atom Smasher.
Bad.
Hawkman blew my fucking mind because it was just like, he would not shut the fuck up about how like heroes don't kill people.
Heroes don't kill, yeah.
But the entire time he is just the prime instigator in every single fight. He's like, Black Adam, like surrender peacefully, and then Black Adam goes, I'm not going to surrender peacefully, and then 5 seconds later goes, you will be our prisoner. We will kill you.
As he takes out a mace that spins.
Yeah, dude. And after like, the fight, when he comes in and he goes, we're here to discuss your peaceful surrender. And Black Adam's like, broken, like
I just kicked your ass, dude. When they show up, it's almost like they went out of their way to make Hawkman look incompetent, because they show up and he goes, heroes don't kill people. We're not going to kill anyone.
You and me.
And then Dr. Fate, the first thing he says, it's the reason it's my Zoom thing. He goes, kneel or die to Black Adam. They did not confer at all. They don't have the same plan at all. Like, Hawkman must have just been like, bruh, like I literally just said we don't kill people, and his first words are kneel or die.
But also that was right after
going to do.
That was the first fight. Like they clearly couldn't beat Black Adam, but now they're like, all right.
But also like Amanda Waller, how many resources does Amanda Waller have at her feet? Like, I mean, it literally said team affiliation, Justice League. She picks Dr. Fate, right? That's your powerhouse.
No, she doesn't even pick them. She trusts them to pick them. Hawkman picks a rookie. A guy who hasn't worked a day in his life.
And Atom Smasher's uncle is the Fonz?
Like, let's get Atom Smasher's nephew, Cyclone. She's fresh out of high school. And Dr. Fate. That's my team.
But the JSA isn't even a team. It's just Hawkman, and they go, whose phone number do you have? He's like, I might call Pierce Brosnan, and that's about it. Like,
I have Cyclone's number, and I have Atom Smasher's number, and Dr. Fate will probably show up. And Amanda Waller should have just hung up the phone and called Superman.
No, how good would it have been? They talk to Amanda Waller. He's like, I've got Cyclone, and she's like, he's like, I've got Dr. Fate. And she's like, that's pretty good. And then he's like, I've got Atom Smasher, and she's like, nice, the original Atom Smasher. And she's like, and he's like, no, not the original. It's just his nephew.
The scene with Henry Winkler on the phone as like the original Atom Smasher, that looked like a cameo video. Like he was just so not into it. He's like, don't fuck up the suit. Anyway, good luck.
It's vintage. I need a Zoa. I've been trying to open this the whole episode, but we've just been around.
Have you had one yet?
No.
Try it. Let's see what Zoa tastes like.
First sip on the podcast, YouTube exclusive.
JD never sent me one, but I've been to 5,000 7-Elevens. It doesn't exist. I appreciate you because I know you spent a lot of time going around to gas stations asking people, do you have Zoa?
I've been a madman. I've been running ragged.
The Rock announced that it's available in Canada as of like 4 days ago, so I got it. But yeah, that tastes like nothing.
Hold on. So it's kind of like this movie. Like it should like be decent, but it's just nothing.
Should
It's
it
just
be decent?
water.
Should it be decent? It was a
I mean,
movie made.
there's a lot of effort put into this. Clearly,
It's like
There's a lot of
sparkling
Was there?
water.
There
It's
was a
kinda
lot
like
of
It's like
effort.
sparkling
It's a lot of
water. I
passion.
thought it's an energy drink.
There was a lot of passion.
But there's no
dude,
sugar.
what happened? I can tell what exactly happened with this movie was The Rock must have just been like, I want to play it. Here's what I heard. Back in the day when they were making Superman Returns,
Here's what Walter Hamada
Yeah,
told me,
2006.
right? They apparently The Rock was like on some list to maybe play Superman, and then he didn't get it. So now I think he attached to a character that could fight Superman. He's like, I'll be better than Superman. I'll show you guys. And he's been on this forever. And it took until he was filming Jungle Cruise where he could get someone dumb enough to listen to what he had to say, because he took the Jungle Cruise director and he was just like, here's what I want you to do. Because this movie, there was not a second where I saw anything other than The Rock. Like, it was just black, or it was black. It was just The Rock, like, acting like this character who was just an idiot and was the most annoying character I've ever seen, punching things because he's like, I don't even know, man. It blew my mind. It was so stupid.
He goes to jail for
So
5
dumb.
minutes.
He
So
goes
it's
to
like the whole
jail.
time.
He goes to Suicide Squad jail. Oh, because that's better than killing people, Hawkman. You put them in stasis for life. You're
This-
torturing them, bro.
How
Like,
does
he's
Aquaman
just-
not know that there's like a full like prison under the water?
It
And-
was
That's a
so
good point.
unnecessary, that entire subplot of taking him there to lock him away just for Dr. Fate to be like, Black Adam, we need you. Like,
yeah, I know.
just cut
As if
that
that
out
was
of the
ever gonna
movie.
They
not
were
be the
on their
ending
way
to this
back
movie.
from the prison, and 5 minutes later, Dr. Fate like calls up Black Adam's like, hey,
And I must
Uh.
like, he does that, and this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like they went their entire way to undermine Hawkman. It's like Hawkman was the only one trying to do anything, but he was at every corner. Somebody was just like shoving him to the side and going, "No, actually, this is what we're gonna do."
Mhm.
And it was so hilarious because, like I said, he'll just be like, "Oh, heroes don't kill people, but we'll torture our enemies to get information out of them. Heroes don't kill people, but we'll put you in a tube for the rest of your life. Heroes don't kill people, but Dr. Fate, you can kill Black Adam if you want to. And
Yeah.
also, heroes don't kill people, but we're gonna murder Sabak. I mean, I get he's a monster,
Yes.
but like, you just
Dude,
like
the
you have
entire
no-
theme of the
But
movie ends up
Black
being
Adam's also a
like,
monster. in
if you
their
want to
eyes.
kill people and if they deserve to be murdered, then I guess you can murder them. That's like the theme of the
Yeah.
movie, is the acceptance of murder. Maybe
And it made-
sometimes you have to murder. Is like the theme. Like, what?
And listen, that's in keeping with this universe, I guess. Like The Rock actually, he's listening to the themes of the DCEU where everyone kills, and he's making Hawkman look like an idiot because he's like the only one that doesn't kill. And it's like the JSA are in this movie, and I wish that they could have had more to do. I kind of hope they get a movie because I feel
I do
like
too.
everyone
Not
except
Bat
Adam
Squad,
Smasher.
Hmm.
Everyone except
Adam
Adam
Smasher was
Smasher
awful.
could do better. You know,
No.
like
No.
toss him aside.
Mm.
No,
No, he was
No.
he was actually
I
like,
said everyone
physically-
besides him could do better.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
Cyclone
right.
could do better, and Hawkman was decent.
Hawkman,
Sure.
he was not decent. He was terrible.
I
But he
think he was
deserves to
not
be in a
awful.
better movie.
He was awful.
Dr.
yeah, he
Fate
was
deserved to be in a
terrible.
better movie.
Yeah,
And they can just fill out the rest of the team and just make something good. Like, I have faith that someone could make a good JSA movie. I don't know if they will, because I don't assume, I can't imagine people really cared about them all that much.
no.
So
Also-
You need to add more to the roster. Make it a
Also, the
roster.
Just
of like
say it's
the
not
Justice
really the
Society is supposed to be
JSA.
like-
Like,
The Justice Society is supposed to be like this team in this universe that like deals with world issues, but like they're the world police. Where the fuck were they during like the events of Justice,
Justice
League?
League, yeah. Or like, yeah, but that's
So
also
like,
it. It's like
Steppenwolf, no problem.
she
like
asked
where were they
the one-
during the Capitol riots? You know what I'm saying?
They were probably a part of it, bro. They were so dumb. It's like, because she asked, she's like, where were you when Intergang showed up? And I'm like, yeah, where were they actually? Where was anyone? Where was the Justice League? Where was
Right,
Superman?
where's
Where
Superman?
was the JSA? Where was anyone?
Because
to
it's not
fix this
established
problem?
that they're brand new besides
And, like,
Adam Smasher. And
Amanda
Cyclone.
Waller has tabs on this to the point where she knows exactly what's going on the second it happens. So she must have known Black Adam was there for some reason. Because she's like, she literally, it happens, and like 12 minutes later, they get a call, and she's like, I got his entire backstory. I got his whole thing. I know how you stop him. I know what he's doing. Like, how did you know that? I guess you've known forever. Tell
Right.
someone earlier, bro, or send in the Suicide Squad. Like, why are you calling the JSA? How do you have their number? Why are you friends?
Yeah, that's a good point. As far as like not knowing, I think it's okay that we don't get explained how Amanda Waller doesn't know. That's kind of her character. She knows things.
She does know. I know, but yeah, I guess.
But something that was never explained is, or at least I don't think it was explained at the beginning. Why was forget their character names, the family? Why were they trying to get the crown of Sabak? What was the reasoning for trying to get it?
Power.
But the family
wasn't it something with her grandmother? Like she had a little piece of it on her necklace, like she wanted
for, like
the historical.
I think I have no idea. That's actually a really
it's
good
like
question.
This woman and her brother are trying to steal this crown of an ancient demon. Why though? Like what?
Wasn't it something to do with like?
She had that, yeah. She did have like something. She's
like
it's passed down from her grandparents or something.
Yeah.
Like, well, not grandparents.
I didn't like.
I don't know how there's a bloodline,
family.
by the way, that lasts.
Yeah, that guy.
3,000 years.
Yeah, 5,000.
5,000 years.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
I'm
I'm like,
explosion.
I don't have an attachment to people that I like from 5,000 years ago.
Yeah, imagine how many people did that pass down to, and no one else went to go check out what Black Adam was or something. Like, it's been passed down 5,000 years, and no one else cared to check.
Guess not. And they've also seemed to have stayed in Kahndaq too, so it's not like
it was such a half-assed movie too, because what you go.
Did anybody laugh at Black Adam's son giving him the powers? Like he gives him the powers and immediately an arrow just goes pew.
Dude, why did they do the Steve Rogers effect to The Rock? It was horrible.
That was cursed.
How does it feel?
I hate.
It belongs to I literally said that out loud.
I never want to hear someone complain about She-Hulk again. Like, did they see Sabak? He never looked anything other than like a PS3 character. It was like a God of War boss. Like
he looked very bad.
He looked horrible.
Why does that have to be? Why does the movie have to be The Rock versus the JSA, and then also the JSA versus Sabak, and then The Rock versus Sabak?
Because it was a 2-hour fight scene. That's what it was. Easier. It was a 2-hour fight scene featuring a family that has a son that skateboards.
It's so fucking annoying.
It's the most annoying kid in the world who has a
CGI
poster
army.
Who
has a poster he has a poster of Bendis' Superman.
Bendis
cover.
Superman. He's also got Rebirth comics. I mean, I know
in his book bag he had like Rebirth, Wonder Woman, and Flash, right?
Yeah. I think he had New 52 Flash. I think. Yeah. I think it was the Manipul run. But still, like, what is in that book? I always hate when they do that. Like, they flip through the pages at one point. Like, what is actually going on in that book? Right. He's got a movie poster for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where did you get that, bro?
He has like all the Jim Lee art on his wall.
He's got a figure of Shazam, but he never puts together that this is connected to Black Adam. Like
this guy's suit looks like yours,
dude. They say the same word. He's literally got an action figure of Shazam in his room. I was blown away that this movie was so half-assed when they're like imperialists come in here and they've ravaged our world for thousands of years, and now you're just another imperialist, and then just like nothing again. Like, why even say it? Like, you are not saying anything, movie. Like, why even say that? They have no point to make. What was the point at the end? Oh, the world needed a hero, but it got Black Adam instead. What a good lesson.
That's like the worst tagline for this movie, and like
it was the plot.
So goofy, like heroes don't kill people, and then like The Rock like gets all up in his face,
and then the music is like
what I do.
Yeah.
Like if this movie released in 2007, honestly, it probably would be a hit because like
100%.
That was like the time of like Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer.
It was like a Transformers movie.
In 2022, it does not work.
It was like a Transformers movie. It was like
it's like a Fast and Furious movie from the mid 2000s.
It's like a Fast and Furious movie. I mean, yeah, it's just like that stupid of a movie, but it also. I can't believe how many times he said, "Tell them the Man in Black sent you."
Oh my god!
So
and
they went full Thor 4.
But yeah, before most of us saw it, Harper saw it first because he's more the Black Adam.
He's the biggest Black Adam fan.
Yeah,
and he said, "You're not gonna believe this. Black Adam has the same problem as Jane Foster did in Thor, and it's not a cancer
catchphrase." blew my mind that that's what they were going for.
Oh my god!
And the fact that he adopts it so quickly, because like the
Oh.
kid goes, you really need to work on your choice of phrasing, and then later Black Adam's flying with a bad guy, and he drops him and goes, "You really need to work on your choice of phrasing. Tell them the man in black." And then the guy gets hit by a bus or whatever.
When Black Adam's like floating down the stairs and the kid's riding the skateboard and they start
what
going
was
fucking
that?
hilarious.
It was like
was
they literally just
so-
had him on a
oh.
line.
just
They're
slowly
dropping him
levitating down.
slowly.
Dude, when the SWAT dudes, the Eternium soldier dudes, whatever, when they break in and the kid escape, I was so sure he was going to grind the rail down to the bottom. Like I was so
Scott Pilgrim, like Chris Evans.
Why did they think this movie was like? They thought like, oh, guys, Tony Pro Skater 2 just came out. It'd be great to put in this movie. This kid just loves skateboarding, but it's 2022.
Once again, this movie was written in 2007. I fully believe it.
So Skate 3 would just came out. So
yeah, Tony Hawk was real big.
yeah, so that's why. God,
Oh my god, it's so bad.
I think besides the kid, the worst part was the CGI army that a lot of superhero movies do.
Oh my
Look
god, the
terrible.
dead
In the
people,
sky.
and they're just fighting them
Look
with
terrible.
lead pipes. The fucking
what I-
fat guy that gets shot
that's
rocks
so
up. Like,
stupid.
I was
"Baby,
actually
come back."
thinking, I was like,
Oh.
are you serious? Like, this is the army of the dead. This is the undead. And they're
There's like
able
6
to be
skeletons.
Yeah, there's like 6 skeletons that can be beaten with lead pipes. Like, this would be enough. This is the invasion force. This is how they're going to take the world.
Why bother using that at all if you're not going to show superheroes fighting them? Because the JSA and Black Adam, they're
Because
focused on the back.
Kondak.
Why? You could just say
because fuck
Kondak
it.
is watching.
It's literally like they took so much from other movies. They took the beam in the sky, which again went out of date like a decade ago.
2007, this movie would have been the shit.
I think
Yeah, for real.
Suicide Squad was the last one that did it. That was
Beam in the sky,
2016.
maybe. Yeah, exactly. And by then we were just like, really another.
Yeah.
You know, it has the same ending as Fan 4 Stick. It
Oh, it
like
does.
Say that again.
it's got the same exact ending. It has God, I was thinking it has the Steve Rogers thing, the fucking less muscly The Rock, which was not a twist because that guy was obviously The Rock has such a specific face shape,
Right.
head shape. I was like, oh, that's clearly The Rock.
Mhm.
It just took so much from so many other movies, and then like the fucking commercial has the balls to say that it's a game changer. It's a game changer.
It's literally the most
Screen
generic
Rant,
movie you've ever seen.
Joe Deckelmeyer. You're an idiot. What did this change? The reviews, epic on every level. Every single level. The best superhero movie in years. We got the Batman this year.
Yeah,
We got Spider-Man No Way Home last year. And this is the
11
best
months
one,
ago.
the best one in years. What?
Did you guys notice that they recreated like every Black Adam cover, like at some point in the movie, like him sitting on the throne,
Dude,
his
the
face
fucking-
like charging up with like the,
Bro,
What,
the
like all
camera.
three of them?
I genuinely think that The Rock has never actually read a Black Adam comic. He's
He
just
just
seen
looks
the
at the
cover to
pictures.
a few of them, and he's like, I got to do that.
Well, because I was also thinking like,
Oh, so he's like Hunter.
Yeah,
JD,
he's like Hunter. He doesn't read.
no, come on, guy. I got 6 comics this week. 6. JD,
Wow, 6. You count
when
that
he's JD, when
Brag
he was
about
doing
it.
the cover poses, did you think he was doing that for you since you read so much Black Adam? this
I
week?
did. I
dude,
did.
that pose really doesn't translate it to live action all that well because his balls were in the camera.
I thought the same thing. Yeah,
I was like, I know you've just been like, you just had your balls like metaphorically in our face this entire movie, The Rock, but he just had to finish it off with literally shoving his balls. in our
shoving his
mouth.
balls right in their mouth. Yeah.
Like, I was like, are you serious, bro? Are you for real? That had to be intentional. Like,
I'm
come
gonna-
on.
I've stolen your money, and now I'm gonna dip my testicles straight in your mouth.
Yeah, fuck you.
And we're
does
gonna
the-
thank him for it.
And he does this right here. He does the because that's what they did in the cover.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah.
are not sophisticated. What are you thinking about? You're not. You can't have a.
And then he breaks the throne after, so that was for no reason.
It
Yeah,
was like Game of Thrones season 8.
Yeah,
he's so dumb.
that was a reference
I mean,
to that too.
So I had tickets for the 6:45 showing, and I got to the theater at like 7:20, So I was like very late, but I didn't care. I was like, what am I gonna miss? Like the first minute of him being a slave, like whatever.
No,
So
there's a kid that speaks faster than the Flash.
Well, so then the lady in like front of the theater is like, oh, that showing already started. I'll just bump you up to the IMAX and like no charge and just put me in the IMAX. And I'm like, wow, I feel still nothing in this.
Wow.
It's like
You got to see him.
You walked in the theater.
I got to see Black Adam in IMAX.
I got to see his balls in IMAX. Yeah.
Well, you walked into the theater. She's like, "That's history of the Flash." He's been reading Black Adam.
I signed an autograph for 2. I got my way in.
Yeah.
I was actually like, my theater enjoyed it so much. It was almost like someone like had like on their phone like a laugh track open, because that's how it sounded every time he said something fucking stupid.
Wow.
No, that's
like,
true.
Like,
people in my theater were like that
God.
too. Like when he said like, I don't need a box for my lunch. Everyone was like,
Mine was
dude, this is
silent.
the first. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen a superhero.
everyone
movie
clapped
in a
for
theater.
Superman for me.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was
dead
I
silence.
recorded the audio for Superman.
Dead
Really?
silence for me. Yeah. I turned to my friend and went, "Oh, look, he's back."
Oh, no wonder you're wearing the Captain America disguise. You recorded inside a theater. That's a crime.
I did, yeah, no, I broke the law.
Do you want to play
It
it?
was nice
I
to
think
see Superman.
recording audio is not a crime. I'm pretty sure.
No, I
Well,
recorded
How would
it.
you know, Australian boy?
Vin Diesel or Mark Ruffalo did it for
That makes
Thor
no
Ragnarok.
sense. JD, well, you don't have laws in Australia, so how would you know?
You guys are literally the
Pretty
land of
sure it's
comics.
the same.
Remember Mark
Oh, play it.
Ruffalo recorded Thor Ragnarok's first 15 minutes?
Yeah, I did. Hey, what's going on?
Like, it was.
Hey, did you guys meet my son?
Yes, unfortunately, we did.
Ugliest cunt I ever met in my life. Who
Hey,
shaved
Mark-
his
Mark-
head like that? He looks
Mark,
like my
did-
balls. He
Mark,
looks like
did you-
Black Adam's balls. Hey, I'm talking here.
Mark,
Hey,
did you
I'm
and your son
talking
see
to
Black
you.
Adam?
I saw Black Adam. I loved it. I was in it.
I don't think you were.
I was Cyclone. I did blackface. Let's not talk about
Oh,
it. Let's
okay.
move on.
Okay. Yeah, let's move on. So Superman showed up and you recorded the audio, Tyler.
Boy, I tell you what, the next
I
out
just
of
wanted to see if
context
people
game when
would
I say
react.
the next out of context episode we do where I go, who said the quote? I did blackface.
We're all gonna think it's Hunter.
Justin Trudeau.
It was good to see Superman. It definitely was.
It was
I'm
awesome.
happy that I was afraid that I
Not give a
wouldn't
fuck.
care, but I did
Yeah, I
smile.
didn't.
Like I was like, oh, it's
No.
cool to see Superman. But I just feel like now seeing Black Adam,
You saw Black
if
Adam?
the next movie is Black Adam versus Superman,
It's gonna be though. Like,
Dude, Hunter going, wait, you saw like he's surprised. We're doing the Black Adam review.
the next
and he's
movie
like,
will be
"You
Black
saw
Adam,
Black Adam,
versus
huh?"
Superman, right? It's like
yeah.
the way they handled
Dawn
the
of Justice.
JSA and Hawkman and everything. It's like, how are they gonna do Superman well? Like he's
They're
gonna
not.
sound so fucking stupid. I mean,
It
the one thing he
depends-
says in this movie was stupid. He's like,
think-
it's been a while since anyone's made the world this nervous. Are you talking about you?
He
you
had
knocked
another
down the
line though,
city?
right? He's at a second
Yeah,
thing.
Black Adam. Let's talk.
Oh,
Hmm.
I thought there was something else.
Which is also dumb. But it's like,
That's the first time
where-
someone calls him Black Adam. No one else called him.
I'm
Black
guessing he's
Adam,
just
right?
talking about
No,
like
Amanda
Steppenwolf.
Amanda Waller
Oh,
called
just
him Black
Waller.
Adam right before that scene.
He's probably just referring to Steppenwolf, not himself.
By the way, how is that
Yeah.
much of an update from Teth Adam? They're like, oh, you need a new name. You need to modernize that name.
I would put
He's
a
like,
color
Teth Adam.
in front
We're
of
gonna
my
make it
name.
Black Adam? Like, what?
Just
Yeah,
call
the
yourself Adam, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
The Adam
point.
Smasher?
Honestly, even
CGI was so
King
bad on the
Adam-
Adam Smasher when he would pick up cars, they looked like toys. They looked
I
like Hot
actually
Wheels.
could not. I could not stand his fucking Ryan Reynolds Deadpool impression thing that he
Oh,
was doing.
so
Yeah,
bad.
man.
Wow, it's a lot
was-
taller up here than it was the first time.
Yeah, why are you
I was like,
here, dude?
Shut
Like,
the fuck
who-
up.
It's all nepotism. That's why his uncle was Adam Smasher. They're like, he'll do well too. He was the worst superhero in the
And they
history
wanted
of
him to be a love
And-
interest with Cyclone. They had
Oh, dude.
nothing in common.
That dude cannot fucking act. I'm gonna put it out there. He
Remember,
is garbage.
dude,
He's
Like,
like,
he
oh,
needs
you
to
got
work
kidnapped
it.
when you were 15.
you now
That's
remember
kinda
day one
cute.
when we first started talking. I want to go back. Someone please listening, go back to when we first talked about Black Adam. I want to know our opinions. I hated him from day one. If you remember,
yeah, no, we took
They
because we
hold
were
on,
like,
hold
oh,
on,
it's the
Pretty
Netflix
sure Netflix
guy.
gave a
We're
shit.
like,
Tyler,
What?
you just went, I want to go back. Somebody go back.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to actually.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do
Yeah.
it. Somebody else do it. I want to know what we said because this is almost, I feel like I was thinking about this on the ride to the movie theater. I was like, oh, this is a big one for the podcast. Like we've been thinking about this fucking movie forever. And it really wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it.
No, it wasn't.
All the time we spent.
Yeah, but we were only talking about it for the meme potential. Like we didn't actually talk about it because we thought it was gonna be
spent on this movie. Like in our
it's because of Hunter. This movie broke
Hours.
Hunter, and it was not worth it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I have not fucking thought about this movie outside of the shit Hunter sends me. I look at it, I go, okay, and then I move on with my day. Like
this I was you. I wish I was you.
Nothing to it.
What
means
spoiler did you get,
nothing
Hunter?
to me.
Yeah, Hunter. What ruined the movie for you? The spoiler.
Oh yeah, some guy messaged me, be like, "Hey, you seen Black Adam?" I went, "Yeah, it's 9." And he goes, "Dr. Fate dies." Like, cool.
Oh,
that's
awesome.
Thanks, man.
I gotta say, the Dr. Fate fight where they keep zooming in on his like helmet and then
that was
it's
cool.
A different doctor. That was cool. That was cool shit.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I don't think they did enough to differentiate him from Doctor Strange. And I know that
Dude,
Dr.
no.
Fate
Not
first.
only that, everything he did was like a literal MCU Doctor Strange looking thing.
I was
Iron Man
waiting for the
thing.
theme to come in when he started multiplying himself.
He multiplies.
Dude, it
he
was
has
so
a mirror
weird.
dimension. He can
Mirror
show
dimension,
you the past. He can
100%.
see the future.
He literally moves like this and makes like the orange like shield.
Did you guys think it was dumb that Hawkman could just pick up the helmet and all of a sudden he has the powers of Dr. Fate from
I was hoping he
holding the
would
helmet?
wear it. Yeah, he should have worn it.
It's so dumb.
His costume is the worst one.
It's bad.
Hawkman?
Hawkman looks fucking awful.
It's the helmet. The helmet has this weird point on his nose where it's just he looks like a goofball. He looks so
he's
dumb.
big on his head. It's bad.
It was bad. I wanna think he could be better. Like I think that they deserve. I like the JSA. This year I've actually like gotten into the JSA. I really like them. I feel like if you make a proper movie about them, it could be something really cool.
Okay, here's a question. If you were to write like a JSA movie and they said you could use you have to use Hawkman, Atom Smasher, Cyclone, but you could add 3 more members, who would you pick?
Well, you Wildcat.
Okay.
J. Allen Wildcat.
Yeah. Yes. J. Allen Wildcat. Because they're the ones. They're like I was thinking about that. I was actually thinking about that because in the Justice League, it's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. The JSA, it's those 3, and they're not in this movie.
Yeah,
they're not even referencing.
And not even a hint. Yeah, not even like we can use some speed.
Wildcat should have been in this movie. I think the movie was kind of missing someone like him. Like the movie could have used someone who
small
was like
roster.
It was a really
very small,
and also it was like their first day working together again. So it's like, what is this team regularly? You know, they were at the X Mansion, but like, do they live there? Like, who lives at this house?
It's just Hawkman does. Yeah,
it is the X Mansion though. It's literally
Kendra, where's Kendra? Is she around?
Yeah, where's Hawk? Is he an alien?
What?
Kendra. Yeah.
What?
Sorry, I just remembered something about this movie. I turned to my friend at a point and I went, why are they making the whole thing about Dr. Fate is that he sees the future that Hawkman's going to die? Hawkman is literally the DC character known that dies for being killed and being able to just reincarnate, come back.
The reincarnation character.
Fucking matter whatsoever.
If they cared to make a good movie, first of all, Black Adam would have been Egyptian. Because and they could just tie in the Hawkman thing because he's from like it could have been easier, could have been so much easier. Like there are
a good point,
ways to do it, and they just didn't. Like I'm just asked, like, oh, is Hawkman, is he an alien? Is he is he from Thanagar? Nothing. Is this version from Thanagar? We know his name is Carter Hall. Is he like 1,000? Is he also 5,000 years old? Like it just made no sense. And also like, isn't this the second? This is the second, like Conduct. The first thing the kid says is like, "Oh, before Egypt, before Babylon, before." So this is the first place civilization's grown. Didn't we say that about Atlantis?
Right.
Like, what was first?
But I guess Atlantis is more of like a rumor.
So was Conduct, but they're always talking about how this is all myth.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a literal place, but like, oh, it blew up when Black Adam blew up or something. So like.
Everyone who had an Egyptian accent, and then the Rock is just like, "All right, Jabroni, like let's go."
What's up? What's going on? I'm the fucking Rock.
And I was also kind of confused. Like,
it was this bad when he's with the family because the family at least had like real accents, and he's just like, "Let's get this done. I gotta kill."
Well, it's because I guess it was a fictional place. Like it's not Egypt for
but
some
reason. It's basically supposed to be Egypt,
and it's like I don't know why they didn't make it Egypt. I don't know if they were afraid to like. like I guess the Rock isn't Egyptian, sure, but like he's also
that's
not
the reason.
He's
That's
also
the
not
only
any,
reason.
but sure, but he's also speaking in an English accent. Like, what
But,
are you
like,
gonna? Who cares?
In Scorpion King, he has like a little bit of like that, accent. Like, why didn't he try it?
He
Why are we-
kind of had one in the flashbacks too when it was Skinny Rock.
Well, I mean, wasn't he talking in a different language in those?
He was, so, but I don't know. It kind
Yeah.
of sounded like
Nah,
he
you
had
sound
a
like you
slight
sound like
accent.
The Rock, bro. Nah, you
I-
sound
It
like-
sounded
I
higher.
was,
All right, Jabroni, I'm
his
going to
son-
switch
I
languages
didn't-
here. Read these
I
words
didn't
slowly.
understand why his son becomes Black Adam, sure, but why doesn't his son do anything?
His son had the
Why-
comic accurate hair. Did you guys notice that?
I did see that. That was weird.
Yeah, for
I was
that
like,
one
That was
part,
so
really?
weird.
I was like, really? Okay. But I thought it was so weird that his son like didn't do anything to stop the king. Like because he was the one that had the issue.
Right.
Black Adam's dad had no issue. He was like, I'll just be a slave. Black Adam's dad.
Black
Black Adam had no
That's
issue.
Adam, yeah.
Dad Adam, yes,
Yes,
Dad Adam.
but his son was the one that was like, "Oh, you need to like lead the people and whatnot," and he just like fucked around, like he didn't do anything. Why didn't he stop the guy? Why didn't he do anything? That made that I was like, it made no sense. Like they go to kill his family, and Black Adam says like, "My son, who he didn't stop the king, but he was protecting people." How? No, he was. Like all you got to do is stop the king. And they wait until he finally builds the thing. He's about to put it on his fucking head before they stop him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I got nothing, man. It was just
Tyler,
so
I feel like
dumb.
I got a feeling that you didn't really like this one all too much.
I think I
Swing and
I
miss.
think I really
No, I
wanted-
did, but
I really wanted to at least I enjoy it ironically. But like I said, I got to the point where I was like, oh my God, we're not even halfway through. And I was so aware of how bad I had to piss. And I was just like, get me out of this fucking theater. Like, I want to go home.
Dude, the piss I took when I got home was
I know,
like,
man.
insane.
It might be like a thing. Like people
Welcome
send
to a
in who
piss
also
story.
had Black Adam pisses. Like it was a big one, man. I was really just so bored.
Oh, I got out I pissed on my front lawn. I literally got out of my
couldn't
car.
make it inside.
I stepped 5 feet and I unleashed the python. I just went to town on the lawn, bro. Anyway, what I was gonna say is I feel like a really broken answer. YouTube.com/a hero story. We are never getting a guest.
just imagine you
response
like kick the car door open and you're like,
yeah, I gotta go.
Not gonna make
Just like a fucking jet engine. No, so what was I gonna say? Okay, were better than Suicide Squad 2016, worse than BVS. Yeah, that's just
okay. Here's the comparison question: this
Okay.
or Love and Thunder?
This.
Love and Thunder. I have
I
to
say
give it to
Black
Love
Adam.
and Thunder.
I say
They're
Black
both
Adam.
ass.
No, come on.
Really? Nah,
Come on.
No, I'd rather watch like the gore scenes in Love and Thunder over anything in this movie.
Yeah, but the part where Black Adam sits on the chair.
Shit. Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Listen,
No,
at least,
actually,
at
no,
least
you're
this
right.
movie didn't end with like calling him like and they're
Black
there,
Adam.
Like,
Oh, that's
there they
better.
were, the world's
Dude,
finest.
no,
you
Jenny,
know?
you can't go. At least it didn't end when it literally ended with, well, what do we call you? And then he smirks at the camera and it cuts to like,
But is that not the most like rock thing ever? You know what I mean?
But it's
like,
Black Adam. It's not The Rock, though.
But
he just like
it's
there was
him.
the
It's
part.
him now.
where Black
He
Adam-
is him.
No, but Black Adam throws a guy into like a different country, and then Dr. Fate's like, "Oh, you killed him, didn't he?" He goes, "He didn't make it."
he didn't make it.
Who was that for?
He did do that face too.
He did
Everyone in my
this-
theater died at that. I'm like, what?
Dude.
You guys have such low standards of comedy.
No, I know, and it was.
He's right
oh
behind
my
me, isn't he?
God, it was terrible. Like the amount of stupid fucking faces Black Adam made in this movie.
Oh, he makes
Like,
so
he
many
will-
like.
He will drop a guy and go, like, yeah, as if like, who is this for? Like, what did you? I actually like I'm frozen right now. I have nothing else to say. I was so blown away by the fact that he kept like,
No
like what was
offense,
the
Tyler, but you've-
sarcasm thing?
The rest of us have talked for like 10% of it.
I
You've talked for the
know.
other 90. I
I
think
know,
you've
'cause
just
it
run
just-
out of
It
things to
just
say.
it just like it really hurt my brain. Like Why? What was
Welcome
that
to a Tyler
sarcasm
story,
joke?
episode 1, Black Adam
Are
review.
we ready to put Are we ready to put a number rating on it? Like,
No, not yet.
What do you say?
I have a few more things. I've only said 2 sentences.
Go ahead, Hunter.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I appreciate that I came out of this movie. I thought that wasn't very good, but it wasn't very.
I appreciate that I came out of it.
either.
I'm glad I lived. Like there
Yeah,
was.
I was
afraid-
I
I
survived.
was afraid I would be stuck to my seat and be like, the next showing's in 30 minutes. I could just stay here. That's what I was afraid of.
Jesus
But you know what?
Christ.
I did it. I finished it. I'm looking forward to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever next month. And
So am I.
I wasn't broken, but Tyler was.
Yeah.
This movie.
Well, no,
broke
I don't think I
him.
was. I don't think I was broken. I don't think
you
a movie.
broke.
No, I just think it was stupid. Like if it was, I would have been broken if I expected anything out of this movie. I think it might have been dumber than I really thought it would be. Like somehow.
That's what I mean. It's the dumbest movie you've ever seen, but it's not Suicide Squad unwatchable. It's just bad.
It's almost like so bad it's funny. Like
No,
movies
but
that
it
are
was-
bad.
Yeah, but
that
it's
you laugh at
boring
it.
bad though.
They had that character from the Suicide Squad show up, Harcourt, and my first thought was just like,
Okay.
man, like what are they trying to do? Like they're trying to build out this universe. Sure, the Rock's like, oh, we're gonna build. This is phase
They're
one.
building a
of the DC
universe of
right?
Suicide Squad and Black.
Yeah, and
Black
it made
Panther,
me.
Black
But
Adam.
I saw her and I was literally just like, I forget that James Gunn is doing better things in this universe. Like the way I know it was like a
Isn't that
5-second
like
scene.
isn't that the person he married?
Yeah, that's his wife.
So he's literally doing better things. Hey, what's that?
Yeah.
They're having sexual intercourse.
One would
We
hope.
don't know that for sure.
That's the joke.
We don't know that for sure. Yeah,
I was
it's like
like
Tyler. We don't probably not. Sorry, go on.
Come on, man.
I don't
Carry
even know
on.
what I
man.
was gonna say. I was just gonna say like it just made me think like, I hope that the whole DC universe really isn't resting on this movie. I think it'll do well.
It is.
I mean, my theater was pretty packed. I just hope that like they do something better with this.
Mine was
I feel like-
premiere night, and there was half. It was only half full, and half the audience
Really?
were old people.
Can't wait to see Cyclone.
Oh, that's what the
as
JSA.
if the old people are going to be excited about Cyclone.
Well, they'd be excited for the JSA that was invented when they were kids.
I actually do think this movie is has moments where it's supposed to be really epic, but it's just funny. This
Well,
is
like
a
the
shot
end.
in the movie. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
it was
Black
funny.
Adam's going
that's
so
literally
fast.
like Fortnite, like when you're dropping. And they added him to Fortnite.
Yeah, it's a
I
Fortnite
did
You see
Yeah.
that
reference.
picture? I know.
Yeah, where he's smiling.
What was that? It's the goofy.
He made that face like 10 times in the movie, though.
He's
like, I just dropped
That's the one you
somebody.
said. You went, what is he so happy about?
Yeah. he's like, oh, my movie's out. I'm looking up. Things are looking up for Black Adam. It's like, I really hope they do something better with any of these characters again, except Atom Smasher. Like, I think that the future of the DC universe kind of really does, I feel like, depend on this a little bit, because if this fails, then it's like, what are we doing next? I hope that they learn lessons from this.
But if this does too well, then the Superman sequel is literally like
Black Adam
Superman and
versus
Black
Superman.
Adam.
It's Black Adam
Yeah.
versus Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Yeah,
It's BVS 2.
like that will literally break.
It is
Tyler.
it is BVS 2 though. It literally
is.
is Black Adam versus Superman.
And they're gonna team up at the end to face a common threat.
It's
Yeah, it'll be like, and
BAVS.
the villain would be like,
Martha.
who else could be the villain in that movie? It would have to be like Shazam. Like, who else is gonna show up? There's nothing else.
They're
to
both
do.
beating up a little kid.
Yeah, it's like,
Superman
wait,
is
just
just-
yeah, why not?
Superman
Like,
and
just
Black
throw it.
Adam team up to fight a 15-year-old.
Are they gonna fight?
Yeah.
I mean, they seemed pretty chill at the end. They're talking.
Oh, they're definitely gonna fight.
Oh, were you
Why?
guys
They should
surprised
do a live action
to
Doomsday
see?
Clock.
Yes.
Were you guys surprised to see what's his name? Dimian Jiman Honzu?
Damian
Oh,
Wayne.
the
guy
Wizard
played-
Shazam.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
very
surprised they
happy.
actually got him. Like,
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
wow,
wow,
dude.
This is
And
the
he was
same
the only
universe.
one left alive out of all.
And
of them. That's cool.
they're actually saying
Yeah.
Shazam. I was afraid they were gonna just ignore Shazam completely.
No, it's not like a Morbius or like a Venom where they don't really reference anything
though.
like
No,
Spider-Man relate. It is, but like at least I was like, okay, well, there's the possibility down the track that like it's in the same world currently. At least.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense because the bad guys, Sabak, the demons are like, oh, you know, the wizard chose his champion, now we choose ours. But it's like there's another champion out there, dude. There's Shazam is in Philly
There's
right
like
now.
5 champions now.
Yeah, there's literally a family of them. Like, what do you mean they chose their
point.
champion?
Yeah,
twice, I
Tyler,
guess.
though, have you thought about the fact that maybe the demons haven't seen the first Shazam movie?
Oh,
I mean, they
possible.
clearly didn't because like then they would have gone to go fight him.
Mhm. I know a lot of people that haven't even seen that movie, but they've seen a lot of other DC movies. So yeah, it's probably along those lines.
Thank you for
probably
the
the
random
demons.
piece of info. Hunter.
You're welcome. Yeah, as soon as I was saying, I'm like, what am I? Stop now.
Yeah, that mattered.
Hunter's like, I know a lot of
This isn't
people.
Timmy's
I
talk
do.
for.
Yeah.
I,
How about here? We usually do our movie reviews by going good, bad. Yeah, just the good and bad. We could go through that, but before that, I kind of want to know what you guys think. Like, rate out of 10 the 5 heroes of this movie.
what?
Was-
That
Oh, let's
made
go
no
through. Yeah,
fucking sense.
no, he's right.
Rate
no,
out
like,
of
go
10
through-
the 5 heroes. What do you
We'll
mean?
go
Just
through
what
the
do you
characters
think?
and we'll rate them out of 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Adam Smasher's like a
Well, I
negative
thought you meant
10.
rank them. I was like, what do you
No,
mean?
no. We'll
No.
just go through. starting with
Hawkman,
Hawkman,
4.
yeah.
Hawkman deserved like he really could be better. I feel like in a better movie he's a
Aldous
good
Hodge is he's MC Ren, bro.
It's a
Not
good
in real
I
life,
think
but
it's
in
good
spectacle.
casting. I really think it's good casting. Like he could have been better. I want.
Do you
him-
think it's good casting though, Tyler? Just
I
make sure
think
because
it's
you
good
said it like
casting.
4 times. Yeah, okay.
I
that's
know
good.
I'm
Just make sure.
repeating myself.
So what do you give him out of 10?
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself.
Just in this movie, what do you give him out of 10?
Like a 2 maybe.
Really? Wow.
He pissed me off. He was so annoying.
Tyler,
I give him a
did you like my
5.
Ant-Man reference?
I got the Ant-Man reference.
You're
I give him
repeating yourself.
5 for sure.
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself.
Wow, as usual, Hunter gives the highest rating out of all of us.
Yeah, I'm
Did you
probably for all
like
these
any?
characters.
But why did you like? Why a 5?
I give him
Why
a
a 5?
5 because he didn't bother me, but I didn't like him either.
And
so
it's
I'm just right in
hot.
the
He's
middle.
fucking hot. You have to admit he's hot.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
JD
he
starts
is.
shaking his head. I wonder why.
Yeah. Fucking homophobe.
What else was there?
Fuck you.
Dr. Fate.
Dr.
I
Fate?
really wanted Dr. Fate
11
to
out of
be
10.
more than he was.
12
I
out
don't
of
know,
10.
man.
11 out of 10.
He started to annoy me at points where I was just like,
I
Like,
give
why
him.
are
There was no.
you
He
calling
literally
Black
committed
Adam?
suicide at the end. There was no reason for him to die.
yeah, like
he
I was
wanted
like,
to die.
why
Nah.
are you calling Black Adam? It's like
Nah.
he's not the
Call-
solution to this.
Call the Justice League.
Call Superman, like
Man, yeah.
seriously.
Even
Like,
Wonder
why did you call-
Woman,
We do not
Aquaman.
depend on Black Adam. He's in jail, and now you lose him on the world. He's never going back to jail. You fucked up, Dr. Fate, and like Hawkman's like kick his ass. You're not happy that he's here, you know? Like 10 minutes
I
after
never
that, he was
thought
like,
I'd
"All
be
right, who the
happy to
fuck let
see
you
you.
out?"
That's what
Yeah,
he said.
you guys met 12 hours ago,
Yeah.
and
Not
all
even,
you've done is
not
hate
even.
each other.
I give
I-
Dr. Fate
you know
a
what?
9.
Nah,
give
I
him-
still 10 out of 10. Nah.
No, I gotta give.
I got
him
no
like a
problems with
6,
Dr.
man.
Fate.
I don't know why they killed
6?
him. Yeah,
I think it's solid
Again,
8.
in a future, if he came back, which I have to assume he
I hope
would,
so.
I think he could
Could.
be really.
Well,
cool.
they could use a different Dr. Fate though, right? Because obviously the helmet's still there. Just
No, I know, but I feel like you don't want to waste Pierce Brosnan. Like that's great casting. You know, I know he's getting.
I think
old,
he's
but
dead. You're never going to see him again. Moving
His
on.
Well, they
body
could do a JSA
disappeared though. It's
prequel.
not like they had like a funeral scene or anything. So I'm sure
Okay.
he'll be back.
So-
oh yeah, because that's what this movie needed. Another fucking funeral scene.
funeral-
The cherry on top. The cherry on top of this shit.
It would've
And
been-
you
of a
see
movie.
Bruce
would've
Wayne
been-
and Diana Prince in the
No,
background.
it would have been a funeral. It
It would have been
three
Black Adam with an
characters.
umbrella saying, "I failed him in life, but I won't fail him in death."
That actually is Tyler. That's really funny. Like they put his helmet on like a wreath and they floated out to a lake like Endgame.
And
and they
it's-
pan
it's
to the dock.
literally-
There's 3
just-
people, and then
yeah,
the camera
it's-
keeps panning, and there's just no one for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
And
no,
then, and then
seriously, it would
it's Ezra
just-
Miller
Oh,
Cyclone.
facing 26 years in prison.
I thought Cyclone was genuinely the best JSA member because she was the least stupid. Like
5.
she was the least annoying, I guess.
She was winning
Uh,
against a box fire.
No, I know, but she was the least like outwardly like saying stupid shit.
Yeah, but she fell
You
for
know?
Adam Smasher, so she's very dumb.
Well, it's
3.
not-
you're-
technically, I feel like she was just leading him on. honestly.
Yeah,
I give Cyclone 5 as well. Like I didn't hate her, but I didn't like her.
I'm gonna give her a 5 too. I didn't think she was actually horrible.
They made the wind look cool with the colors, but it never did anything. It's just wind.
It is just wind. Yeah, why did you send her?
Yes.
Cyclone's man.
Ooh, I'll bump my 3 up to a 4.
Oh, dude, you've really committed to this bit, man.
Yeah, I've had people messaging me like, "Wait, do you actually feel like this?" And I'm like, "No, it's a bit."
Oh my god, that actually kind of makes me sad. We're being sarcastic. Hunter is actually Hunter probably is racist, but as far as we know, JD is not.
He also clubs seals.
I'm just Canadian. Seals, sure. Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
JD might be an incel. He might go on 4chan and talk about why no one fucks him. Why am I so ugly? Why is there no white so tight? Why are my ears so fucked? Why is my nose so big that I look like a fucking elephant? But at the end of the day, he's a respectful man who loves people.
I want to fly to Australia and fight Harper sometimes.
I really want to see you guys.
Fly to Australia, fuck me. Sorry. Okay, moving on.
Jesus.
Atom Smasher.
0, negative 30.
Fucking awful.
That scene where he like lands.
I hope they attach.
He lands and then behind him there's the explosion. He's like, "Oh, guess I'm running in the wrong direction."
He literally tried to be Deadpool. Like he literally.
Why are you here?
Wanted to be Ryan Reynolds.
Like actually, genuinely, they sent you here to kill you. Like
I really was hoping he would kill himself.
I was hoping he would. Why did they send him?
I felt like secondhand embarrassment when he started talking like Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, oh. And the eyes are moving like Deadpool. And you have like the stitching. His mask.
The one time I was with Hawkman is when he was just like, "You and me." I was like, that's kind of funny because he is fucking annoying.
But he does it twice. It's like
he does it twice.
Yeah, he does. He punched Black Adam down, and that was the only useful thing he did the entire movie.
And he knocks over like 1,000-year-old statue or something. He's like, "Was that expensive, bro?" Yeah, I hope like they should try you for crimes, bro. Like you do not belong here.
Him and Rorschach will be in the same prison, and then they'll join the Justice.
Oh my god, I forgot he said that.
And then there's another interview clip that I saw where they're just like, "Who's gonna win, Black Adam or Superman?" He goes, "I guess it depends who's playing Superman." Like, bro, you're just repeating Dwayne Johnson's line. You're just saying what he said. Black Adam, the character.
I do love the idea that the casting would in any way affect the story. JD, if it's not Henry Cavill, he'll probably get his ass kicked.
JD, I want to hear your number first because you're the Black Adam guy.
Honestly, like Black Adam, in the comics is like at least a cool kind of stoic figure where like, he has these old principles of I was the original champion and this kid doesn't deserve
like
it.
Me, baby.
There's something there's something kind of interesting about that. But this movie isn't anything like that, It's kind of like Venom, right? Like he's not really like Venom.
That's a good comparison.
Because I also like Black Adam. Black Adam in something like I guess the Doomsday Clock's the one thing I can really think of because he's in that and he's they kind of use him a little bit like how Marvel would use Doctor Doom,
right?
And I think that's interesting. Yeah. I think that's a proper place for Black Adam in the DC universe.
King of the country. Yeah,
king of the country, and they love him, but he's also a shithead. Like, sure,
right?
But this movie really, I mean, he's a hero by the end. They don't push on any anti-hero, anything. Like they tell him, "You can save the world. Oh, you saved the world. Good job. We're gonna leave you alone."
But it's comic accurate because Bendis Justice League.
Yeah, that was the inspiration.
I think
2007.
There was like something interesting. If this was like the Terminator or something, where it's just like Black Adam's this unstoppable force and like there's nothing that whatever that could have been interesting, or like a monster movie even where like, oh, it's Godzilla but Black Adam is the monster. Sure, that's kind of cool. This wasn't that, and it really kind of should have been, I think.
Yeah, but comparing Black Adam to the Terminator is like comparing like Hunter's Arc to like Jack Kirby.
Seriously,
no
he could have been like,
I understand. It's the king. I understand.
He could have been like, seriously, I think that could have been kind of cool. There's no reason that they needed to fight a villain at the end. Like, there's no reason for Sabak to be there at all. Like, it should have just been Black Adam versus the JSA. But I guess they're they're not smart enough to figure out how to end that without fucking over either like team of characters or whatever. So I guess they just threw in a villain because they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I think Black Adam was terrible. I mean, he might have been maybe a 4. I'll give him.
Yeah, I think I give him a 5. I honestly think I give him a 5. Like, Dwayne clearly has a lot of like passion, even if it's misplaced passion, where it's just like, this guy kind of looks like me, and I couldn't play Superman. Fine. I mean, at least they care a little bit.
It is though.
Yeah, I give him a 5 as well because.
But like,
I didn't hate him.
But if you compare it like to that animated short that they had with Shazam and Black Adam and Superman, like
Black Adam.
like that Black Adam is like, like he has like the philosophy about it, like he's like an actually interesting character. The Rock could never do that.
Oh, stop pretending like you give a fuck, DeGrazia.
No, I do give a fuck, okay? I have
you
15
don't.
more issues of Black Adam than you ever will.
Yeah,
That's true.
okay.
That's true.
That's fair enough.
Black
Go and
Adam-
see Morbius.
Listen, this is how you felt when Morbius came out, and they did your boy Dr. Michael Morbius dirty, all right?
They did do him dirty.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, not
You've read
Midnight
more
Sun.
Morbius than all of us combined, so I don't want to hear it.
I've read more Morbius than anyone in history
On Earth.
That's true.
on Earth.
That's probably true.
But have you read the first appearance of Morbius? I have.
Fuck yes, I have.
Harper,
Spider-Man
Adam?
1, Spider-Man 56. Sorry, what?
Black Adam, your character rating?
Character rating 5 as well, but we should rate the movie.
Yeah, it's true. I guess
3.
Yeah, I didn't. There we go. 3.
3 out of 10. And if you'll think back, Hunter, to back in the days where I explained my rating system, do you remember this?
No.
A 3 is a high negative. Do you remember
5
that?
is like normal or something, right? 5's like average.
Five is like an average negative 6. No, that's not true at all. I just lied there. I just made a thing up. 5 is medium average, and then 6 is high average, and then 7 is low positive, and then 8 is and I'm gonna shut up now.
Thank you.
Cool.
Be like, I just made a thing. You made that entire thing up. Everything you said there, you made up.
No, that all of that was true. Oh yeah, well, in the sense that I made it up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You made all that up.
yeah, I did make all that up. But the part that I made up before was not a real part of the thing I made up. Man, I can see why people don't want me on the show anymore, man. I talk too much.
You gotta stay, man. You gotta stay. You signed the contract.
I really enjoy this show, but maybe that guy was right.
No, I want you on.
I think.
Okay, rating, Tyler.
7.
10 out of 10.
Just blows us all
Greatest
away.
movie I've ever seen.
He just ran this whole time. He was like, yeah, but 9.
Yeah, it's not too bad though. Yeah.
I don't know if I hated it. I think because I
Sounds like you did.
No, but here's the thing: is I don't think I hated it, and I don't think I was disappointed because I didn't expect anything.
Right.
But I wish it was more. Like I didn't expect it to
You
be
wish
more.
it was longer.
Yeah, I wish it was an hour.
If we
more.
just had like an hour.
But I wish, I think this could have been done well, potentially. I don't know. I want to think that. Sometimes when I see a movie, I'm like, well, there was no way that movie was going to be good. Like Halloween Ends, let's say. That was horrible.
Oh, man.
There was no way they could have made that a good movie. But Black Adam.
If you want to hear our thoughts on Halloween Ends, tune into the
Next
Hero
week.
Story Halloween special coming next week.
I mean, I have to watch it.
Next week.
Yep.
Oh,
Fuck.
It is next week. We talked about this.
Yeah.
yeah.
It is
Okay.
next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Just like
Okay.
D&D.
But like I was thinking, I think it could have been. I mean, it could have been at least something. I'll give it a 5.
Wow, that's generous.
That is, I was expecting you to give it a 2.
No, I don't think it was a 2.
Again, it's not the
just-
worst movie. It's not even the worst
No.
DC movie. It's just
Yeah.
the
No, it
stupidest.
isn't. It isn't the worst DC movie. It's just so far behind everything.
I mean,
And will we survive this weekend where people will be like, real DC fans love Black Adam, and we'll see Black Adam no matter what, and be like,
yes,
you're not
we
a
will
real
survive. This
No,
happened in
but-
2016. It happened in 2016.
when
The movie
Justice
was
League
shit.
first
No,
came
but
out, there was
listen,
DC
No,
fans.
26
Batman versus
no.
Superman, man.
No, but
It's the same
I
shit.
could no, but no. It isn't the same because I could
is.
see people lying to themselves saying that they liked a movie that had Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman.
Oh,
I can't see people lying to themselves going, "I love this movie with Black
It's
Adam."
The Rock, though.
Exactly. It's The Rock.
People love The Rock for no reason. It's inexplicable, but they love him. Look at JD. He's thrilled. Look at him.
I just got nothing. Like I don't know, man.
When Justice League first came out, there was people tweeting out like, "Go see Justice League 6 times in theaters for all 6 members."
Name
Batman
those people. Name them right
Batman v
Hunter
Superman,
Murray said that.
JD and I were both saying that on a Hero Story.
I
It's
never
true.
said
You
that.
guys are
A Hero
idiots.
Story didn't exist back then.
came out.
Thank
Hunter,
God.
you
Thank God, a Hero Story didn't exist back then.
Actually, thank God.
I'm
you still
very
have that,
thankful for that.
you still have that post on your account that's like real DC fans like me loved BVS like the day it came out.
Is that me or Hunter?
That is still
Yeah.
up, and sometimes I'm just like he's not edited that in 6
4
years.
a.m. You'll go down there and be like,
I'm
"Wow."
just like, oh, this fucking guy, this motherfucker.
But no, I didn't hate Black Adam. Obviously, I think I was the one most excited for this movie going into
Were you
it.
though? Were you
Were you
excited
actually,
for
or
it?
was it a joke?
I wasn't excited, but I did think that I would
I
enjoy
was
it.
kind of excited.
No,
I was a little bit.
You didn't. Stop lying.
I kind of was until that guy messaged me saying
Doctor Strange
Fate.
only says his spell in fucking blah, blah, blah. Like, you're
Strange.
doing the same shit again. Like,
Oh, he's referencing
tell the
something
truth.
else.
Yeah.
I was
anyway,
kind of-
play the
I-
voice message from
I
your girlfriend.
was kind of looking forward to it until that guy messaged me being like, Dr. Fate dies, and then I'm like, I don't see a reason to be excited anymore now that I know that. But
the movie was really hinging. Oh boy, I'm so curious to see if fucking Dr. Fate lives or dies. Like, who
was
cares?
hinging on fate, okay? It
No,
was.
it wasn't. It was
Speaking of
hinging on whether or not fucking Henry Cavill like came in the red and blue suit or the
And
fucking black one.
I love that scene. And my theater cheer.
You
loved it. You
I
loved
did.
it, did you?
I did.
I liked seeing him again.
Did you
and
come?
No, but kind of like when the Grinch
No,
sees the true
but-
meaning of Christmas, like my
No.
heart grew a bit, and I saw a doctor, and it's getting kind of bad because it's going
Oh.
slowly.
The tumor is
tumor.
back.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No,
you're gonna turn it into a
bro.
tumor.
Well,
joke.
we
He's
don't
gonna
know for
turn it
sure.
into a
We don't know
tumor
for
joke.
sure because
I mean, with your history, I wouldn't.
yeah, it's not looking good. It's just what I'm saying.
You
It's
should
not
get
looking
that.
good.
You should get. Oh man, you're really making a terminal illness joke,
But
bro. That's
I
fucked
give Black
up.
Adam a 6.
This is
out of
worse
10.
than that time you said if a black man could blush over a fucking screen job. Like, you remember
If a
that?
black
Yeah.
Adam
Yeah, I do.
That's embarrassing. If a black
Little
Adam
bit.
could blush, who said that? Well, I'm
Black Adam
Walking
could
Dead.
blush.
If
My rating is 6 out of 10.
You're a fucking 6 out of 10. What do you give the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
10 out of 10.
7.
So this is 1 point below. I mean, those are both bad, but like, come on. What do
I
you
think-
give? What do you give like a Spider-Man Far From Home?
I'm trying to think of
Far
a
From
movie I
Home, I'm
would
not
put on
that big
this
of a
level.
fan of. I give that one probably a 6 as well, actually.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking moron. Fuck you, dude.
Bro, what do you give Iron Man 2, Harper?
Fuck you. Oh, I like that movie. That's like a 7. But
Yeah.
anyway, but do not think for a fucking second, Hunter, that Iron Man 2 is on the same level as Black fucking Adam. Suck my nuts, dude.
I don't like Iron Man 2 at all.
Phil Coulson's appearance
No,
in
that
Iron
movie-
Man 2 is more exciting than
Iron Man 2
fucking
is bad.
Superman in the post-credits
Iron
of Black
Man-
Adam.
I mean,
Don't you?
It's
You're a
crazy.
fucking moron.
Back me up,
I
JD.
want to
Back me
agree
up,
with you, but
JD.
that was
JD.
such a lie. I
Iron Man
wanted
2's
to
ass.
agree with you until you said that.
I was just doing it for the bit. But fuck
Iron
you,
Man 2
you're an idiot.
isn't good. This is probably
But
Iron
it's
Man 2
better
level.
than Black.
No, this is-
No,
Wow,
fuck
he
that.
said this is
Fuck
Iron Man 2 level. You gonna
that.
take that, Harper? You
No,
gonna take
that's
that?
I'm trying to-
fucked.
well,
That's
Go play with your hot toy.
idiotic.
Go play with your hot toy.
Dude,
I'm
this
just
movie's
trying
worse
to-
than Thor: The Dark World. You're an idiot, bro. I'm
It's the
sorry.
worst. I'm trying to
Dark
think
Yes,
of a
World.
movie.
absolutely, it's worse.
I'm
There
trying
is
to
a
think of a
plot
m-
in that movie.
Oh my god! I'm trying to think of a movie that I would put this on the same level as. I just can't. Iron Man 2 is the only thing I can think of.
No.
Like that's the only thing I
Iron
can
Man
compare.
2's
Iron
Bro.
Man 2 has a plot, dude.
You're the only one who likes it, though.
That's untrue. It's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and the audience score is good. So suck my nuts, Aquaman fan.
They paid the critics and.
I don't know.
JD, your rating for Black Adam?
I'm teetering between 4 and 5. So we'll call it
I
a
might put
4.5.
this like on like the level of that Uncharted movie that came out earlier this year.
Oh,
Like something
wow.
like
I didn't
that,
see that.
maybe, or maybe the
No
new
one did.
Jurassic World. Oh, that was
No, that was
No,
awful.
that
That
was
movie was
worse.
yeah.
horrendous.
No, that
was
one was
way
way
worse.
worse. Maybe like I'm trying to look at movies that came out this year. Death on the Nile. That was pretty bad.
Was that this year?
That was this
That
year.
came out December last year.
I think you're lying. I think you're wrong, but I think I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I would put it where the Uncharted movie. Like, I would put it on that level.
Like, it's like for DC this year, we were advertised 4 movies, but we got the Batman, which is one of DC's best movies, and obviously the Batman's way better than this. But is this better than The Dark Knight?
I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna drop this now. This is the worst episode of the show.
JD, don't say it.
Hunter, I'm going back on Hunter's account to try to find him saying about the thing about BVS. He used to post some stupid fucking shit.
What is that?
Battlefield.
It's about a bullet missing Barry Allen. It's like a meme about like guns. What a fucking idiot.
Well, that was the best movie ever for DC fans like us. Oh my God.
What is this?
This is
Hunter's
his
review of Justice League 2017 when it came out.
BVS.
BVS.
Oh.
That's me. I almost died that year.
Week. That's pretty fucking crazy, right?
Too. Wait, you had 6?
6, maybe 7. I had a lot of comics this week.
Why'd you have 6?
Go ahead, Tyler. What are you saying?
We'll run through news real quick. Sacha Baron Cohen is rumored for Mephisto.
This is surely not.
You don't think so? I would buy them doing that.
And he would appear in Ironheart.
Well,
why?
Because of the hood.
Because of the hood.
Oh, okay.
And
It's just funny that Ironheart would be the one that he shows up in.
Yeah, not anything to do with Scarlet Witch, not No Way Home even.
Why would they put him? I know, like they would. I know it's one more day, but can you imagine Mephisto?
That would be very out of place.
Yeah.
Man of Steel 2 is in the works apparently.
So that's the thing, is they're making, apparently, here's the thing. I think this movie might have come at the right time, because this is the old DC regime. They have moved in with a new one, like the Discovery merger. There's a new person running DC, or they want new people running DC, because Ultra Hamada left like today, maybe yesterday. I don't know. It was
this week, yeah.
Yeah, the guy Zaslav, which is still a supervillain name. He
Victor
wants
Zaslav.
he wants Superman back in movies, right? And I think he managed to come in at this time where The Rock was doing the heavy lifting for him to get Henry Cavill back.
He did what in this time?
I was about to say that.
They're gonna make a Superman movie with Henry Cavill, though. Finally, mercifully, they're gonna make one. I mean,
they are.
It will not be Man of Steel 2, though.
But
I hope it sucks.
After talking about weekly comic book news on this podcast for like 4 years, we've said that like 10 times.
I know, but he's actually in the costume.
He's
like we actually saw
Adam.
him in a movie.
So it seems like more hope than ever. It seems like this is true, and it probably is true. It's just until I actually see Henry Cavill talk about it, I'm not really going to get excited.
He's got to say something. I mean,
we're about to get interviews for Enola Holmes 2 in like 2 weeks, so maybe someone will ask him.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe someone will ask him.
I thought you meant for this show. I was like, we are? What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're reviewing Enola Holmes 2.
Oh my god.
I
Keep
think
Millie Bobby Brown away from Tyler, Jesus.
that doesn't even make any sense. What would I do?
Oh, what wouldn't you do, man?
That's Superman. You almost, I don't even know what was going on.
Harper's just trying to kill us.
Superman.
You guys remember the lost epic? No.
If they fuck this up again,
they're doing what to again? Sorry.
If they fuck Superman up again, I mean, I have to go out a window. Like, there's nothing.
I do live in New York too, so those are high windows.
There will be nothing left for me on this planet if they fuck up Superman again. They better do it well. They have the opportunity. People want him back. Just don't fuck it up again.
And even The Rock, like, he's hyping this up and he's posting like audience reactions to the end credits scene. Like, it's very clear that people love Henry Cavill as Superman, even though he's been in bad movies.
Yeah,
people love him.
I think
name one.
No, he could be better.
Name one person that loves him. Me.
No, name one bad Henry Cavill movie.
I just mean like Batman v
The
Superman.
Man from Uncle.
No, I damn.
I like that. I will die on that hill. It's a good movie.
I think
That's
it's
a
pretty
weird
good.
hill to die on, but you could die on anything
Oh
else. Really,
please,
like.
you fucking love Halloween 4: The Curse of Michael Myers. I don't want
And
to
Iron
love
Man
it.
2.
I think
Iron Man 2 is a good movie. Black Adam's
I
better.
think Halloween
bitch.
4 is fine.
I like how Harper's
fine.
been like insulting JD for the past
But
30
wait a
minutes.
minute, wait a
Say
minute.
that.
Guys, I can't be known as the guy that likes Halloween 4. But you literally just said that I would say things about Millie Bobby Brown. I've never spoken about Millie Bobby Brown before.
It is sad that I'm like, okay, Hunter racist, JD sexist, Tyler even worse than both of those things. And then for me, it's like, guys, come on, Iron Man 2 is pretty good. Never once have you guys on the podcast tried to pull some of the level of shit that I pull on you. Anyway, Halloween 4 is probably about. It's a 5.
I found a new
intro.
fun comic book hunter post. It's of Chris Evans laughing 3 times, and he says, "When people say Iron Man is better than Captain America, never change, Chris. ... Never change."
Oh my god, bro!
Oh my god!
Why are you going through my account?
I'm trying to find your BBS reaction on.
It's on my personal.
But I want to see what you posted on Comic Book Hunter.
I don't think wait. No, bro. I started October 2016. The movie was.
I want to know what you posted about Justice League.
Oh yeah, that's still up there. The Batman
Reeves
getting spin-off movies with Clayface, Scarecrow, and Professor Pig. Well, spin-off projects. We don't know what these are.
They
but
said full-length movies or series.
Did?
Yeah.
I honestly, I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be great. Why though?
I think it'd be best if they're just like HBO Max movies. I don't really know how badly I want to go to the theater to see a Professor Pig movie.
Yeah,
but I think that is a good idea though, to make like something about these villains to flesh out this universe more. I think that sounds really cool. Clayface could be cool. Mike Flanagan, you guys know him, the Dr. Sleep,
yep.
all that stuff. He said he
Haunting of Hill House.
He said he would love to make a Clayface movie. So,
okay.
and they'll never have this opportunity again.
Clayface horror movie would be cool.
It would be cool. He also said he would love to do a Superman movie though. So I feel like they should go to him and just ask him what he wants to do, because he could do anything. Clayface is a weird choice though.
Yeah,
I don't think he could.
I do love Clayface though, but I don't. It's a weird choice to give him.
I do too. James Gunn is developing a new DC film. Not know what that is. It's probably going to be like an obscure character.
Top secret projects.
Well, he's Peacemaker season 2, another TV show, and then now another movie.
Mm-hmm.
So,
was there anything? I feel like I would like to see him do Blue and Gold.
I would be
cool. Oh man!
That.
Oh my god!
That'd be perfect.
Oh my god!
I hope Harper's agreeing.
This just got sent to me by the Comic Book Insight. Jonathan, I don't know if this is he hasn't darkened my skin, so I suppose it's fine. He sent me this. It says the world needed a hero, not Harper, and it's Black Harper. And it's me photoshopped onto Black Adams. I don't
they made you bald. That's actually pretty good. That's well done.
It actually isn't bad at all. So shout out to the Comic Book Insight.
Can you shave your head, grow a full beard like that so you can make it real?
Well, my initial idea was I was going to put on a bald cap and come on the show and be like, hey, it's Black Adam. And then I was like, if The Rock is getting hate for not being Egyptian, I probably shouldn't try and look like Black Adam.
Is The Rock getting hate though?
No,
I don't know.
It's really only on this show.
I'm going to send a voice message to this guy on the show. Hey, dude, we're actually recording the podcast right now. Just letting you know that, the listeners can hear this and you're going to hear this privately. So, thank you for that. I've shown everyone. Everyone thought it was really funny, except Tyler, who called you a cunt. Thank you. All right, there we go. Done.
You're violent today.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, it's not the worst movie in the world.
Yeah.
I think I'm annoyed. Like do you know how much money I've spent on this movie? I spent over $100 on this fucking
you paid for
movie.
my tickets.
I paid for Tyler's. Shut up, Tyler. I paid for fucking Tyler's tickets, and I paid for my own, and I paid for my friends. Like, what the fuck?
And my friend.
Fuck your friend.
Oh.
Who was it?
My roommate, Joe.
Ah, Joe. Mama. All right.
The Flash 2 script is finished for some reason.
There's no way. There's no way.
For some reason, it's finished. And it's ready to go if the movie's a success, which
Well, you got to think about how long they've been making this movie for. It all
comes down to marketing, really. It all comes down to that.
Because it all comes down to Ezra
right
Miller.
Now, people just don't want to see a Flash movie with Ezra Miller. But if the trailer's like the coolest thing in the world, people are going to see it. JD's already got his tickets somehow, even though we don't have a trailer yet.
Well, they sent him to him for free.
If the director follows me on Instagram, do you think I could talk my way into going to the premiere?
Oh, he does follow you, right?
You think I could talk my way into that?
The director of who? Of the director of what?
Of the Flash.
The Flash. And the guy who did
Andy Machete.
he follows
Machete,
me on Instagram.
yeah.
You think I could talk my way into going to the premiere? He's never interacted on one of my posts, but for some reason followed me.
Get it.
And it was the day after I posted an Ezra meme, so he's a memer.
Get him on the show. Get him on a Hero Story.
No, I don't want to get him on the show. What am I going to do? Oh, I really liked it too. No.
maybe closer to when the movie's coming out, you'll message him and be like, "Hey."
Well, a lot of our guests have been Flash related. Like all the writers have been Flash people.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I've been the one reaching out.
I've tried. Okay. Zdarsky left me on red many times.
I would leave Hunter on red too.
He does a lot. I message him a lot, and he just doesn't answer. I'm kidding. Yeah, there's a little bit of solicitations that came out at the time of this recording. A lot of cool covers for Nightwing issue 100. We don't know the plot yet, but
all the covers are really good.
All the covers are good. Really, really well done. Mm-hmm. For January, Marvel's doing
I think that cover's a little weird though. The regular issue 100 cover, like I get like, you know, Batman and Superman and all that, but like why are there all those characters there? Like why is Black Adam there?
I think it's just showing that Nightwing is with DC.
He's universe. Like, sure, he's the center of this DC universe, which isn't true because it's Superman. But you know, they love saying that now that like Nightwing, you know, or whatever. But...
Hey, Sean, have you seen Black Adam?
Oh no.
As we speak.
No, we're not recording the podcast as we speak. What did you think of Black Adam?
I liked. Why can't I hear you well?
You liked it.
No, I liked it better than Love and Thunder.
All right, thanks, Sean.
Oh, come on!
I said that too.
Come on!
Yes, Sean. Thank you.
Oh my
God. Base Sean?
Yeah.
Base Sean?
He's back. He's back.
He's back.
He's back.
You just hang up on
like
him?
How immediately he's like, I've never called him before, and he's immediately like, "You record the podcast, aren't you, bro?" Straight up. Anyway,
yeah, that's kind of the news of the week. But JD,
based Sean
6 comics, and I do too, but I think we have different ones.
I read Nightwing, Flash, World's Finest, Young Justice.
Yay! World's Finest. Nightwing. Flashpoint Beyond.
Hey Hunter.
Flashpoint Beyond.
Hunter.
You got World's Finest
and Rogues. Yeah, 6.
Oh wow! My other ones besides those ones are Thor, Defenders Beyond, and Moon Knight.
It's a big comic.
Hey Hunter.
Yeah.
Did you say World's Finest before?
Yeah, that came out this week.
Shit, I didn't know Tyler was getting a book.
Thanks.
Okay, well,
what is going
happening?
Sometimes I think Harper's just really drunk on this podcast.
I'm not feeling. I think that kombucha might have fermented a bit too long. I'm feeling weird.
You think the Zoe will be affecting me, but I've only lost like a pound of hair since we started recording.
Heroin.
Of hair.
Hair.
Oh, hair. Oh,
it turns you into
lost a
Black
pound
Adam.
of heroin. Wow.
I wanna hear about Young Justice. I really want to.
Oh God, it's so bad.
I think I saw a panel of like a preview where they just insult the readers.
That's exactly what they do the entire book. I mean, like Mickey Mixapitilidick, which is the son of Mr. Mixapitilidick, is the villain of the book, And his whole shtick is, I love the 90s Young Justice and I don't want you to grow out of it. Like Bart like comes up with an idea. He's like, hey, you're not supposed to make an idea. You're the comedy relief. And Bart's just like, I could do that. I could do that too. Like it's Megan Fitzmartin really doesn't like the fans of 90s Young Justice. And it's weak writing of like the let's make them the bad guy, you know? Like, isn't that who you're supposed to be pitching the book to? Like it's very strange.
Young Justice, I feel like don't have fans other than the 90s fans.
Right. So why would you like make these guys the villain of it?
And it's like you're saying that you don't want character development. Like, we can have it.
Is it like a response to the Teen Titans era? Like the people didn't like that they grew up with that? I mean, but that's not the fact that we don't.
But it's not that they grew up. It's just that it was kind of shit writing.
Oh, you saying that Jeff Johns had some shit writing?
Listen, I'm Jeff's biggest fan, but I think that Teen Titans is among his weaker runs.
I liked it. I didn't really care for like they literally just like Connor is a different character.
Yes,
Connor's
and Bart too as Kid Flash, like
but at least
different.
I feel like Bart they at least explain, but Connor's just like different for no reason.
So do you remember when I said what was it? There was something weird with Megan Fitzmartin. Oh yeah, with the Robin issue 1, the guy said like I'm not your fairy gay mother, and I'm like that's weird. Like she has a weird thing with like gay characters. So there's a panel in this like Mixie. I'm just calling him Mickey for the rest of the thing. Mickey turns into like the full hater. So he shows like all of like the gay characters of DC. And he's just like, nobody cares about these people. So you see like Bernard and like John Kent and like Alan Scott. And like his dialogue here is so weird. He says, haven't you noticed? You've been replaced with people who don't have any right to be here. I'm sorry, I don't care about these guys. I mean, based, but going on adventures and giving us stories that we didn't ask for. Why can't it go back to when we were younger? You 3 were the heroes that meant the most to my childhood, and I never get to see you anymore. You're either killed, removed from timelines, or just forgotten about. And these morons take your moments. Ingrates who haven't had to work as hard as you, and I'm sick of it. That's so weird.
You know, Bernard's gonna be in Titans.
I hate Bernard
already.
Like the show?
Yeah.
What?
Also, I think it may be Gotham Knights as well. I think this is a thing now. I think like Tim Drake and Bernard is like gonna transcend media.
He was with Stephanie for like 10 years.
I know 20.
Bernard is the character in the 2000s Robin run that wanted to fuck Tim's stepmom. That was his whole thing.
He's a character that existed. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, in the 2000s, and like I don't know, Robin like 110 to like 140. He just wanted to fuck Tim's stepmom, and that was it. That was his shtick.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Sean asked me to let you into the call.
Oh, he's in?
We've already passed Black Adam. I can't talk about Black Adam anymore.
I asked if he had opinions on Young Justice, and he said, no, I'm in the call. Like, okay. I said, Sean, I've been saying some shit. I don't know if this is the show that you want to be on. He's like, that's fine. Bring it in if you want.
Anyway, my point here is it was a very weird issue of Young Justice. Like, and they're all weird and they're all not good, but like,
is it over yet?
It's still got one more issue. I've got to suffer through every issue.
You have to. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I think that issue ended with like Mickey being like, oh, don't worry, I can get rid of whoever I need to. Like,
are they doing another Young Justice after this? Like, what is next?
I don't know. If there is something that's next, and I don't think there should be at this point, but if there is something that's next, you got to keep Megan Fitzmartin way the hell away from.
No, but I think she's the one though.
She wrote a scene where she brings in like new characters.
The default Tim writer. It's crazy.
Yeah, but even in this issue that you just reviewed, she brought in like minority characters, and we're just like, you guys are being replaced. It's like, why would
you would have a problem with that, wouldn't you?
Why would you write that?
Well, I mean, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
But who
she's
is
trying
that
to make like
for though?
Right, she's trying to make like certain people like
angry,
like a certain vocal minority of like the.
But that's the thing. It's like, sure, those people do suck, and I think they should call them out. But like, it's not Young Justice fans.
Right.
They don't think that.
right, you villainize 90s Young Justice fans as that? Like,
Yeah, we like no one that likes Young Justice. Young Justice is such a like it's so much fun. It's so light. It's like
right.
no one
I mean,
has
it's Peter David, Todd Knock, like just
no
goodness.
one thinks that like the 90s Young Justice thinks this about these characters.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
people that yeah, you're right. It is a lighthearted, fun comic, and they're not gonna be like, oh, but Poison Ivy is dating a woman.
Right. And like to see all of them on one panel together, I was just like, it's very strange.
It is
Why is
pretty
Yara
strange.
Flor there too? She's just a new character. She has a boyfriend in Wonder Girl. It just seems like she's just trying to attack.
Same thing with is the new Batman Jace Fox? Is he gay?
Yeah, he's black, so I guess people would hate that.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know.
Very strange.
And it also just it makes me like those characters. I don't really care for many of those characters anyway, but it makes me like them less because I'm like being yelled at for not caring about them.
Right. Like you need to care about
like no, I don't care about Dreamer.
But
I don't care about.
Yeah, ever since the face
John.
reveal, I've felt much the same, pretty much.
What's that? What's the name of this character? I don't even remember. But like,
I think it's just Flash.
I literally don't know anything about the character, but I've seen the character on how many different pages and covers of like representation, and I'm just like, I don't know anything about this character.
They were
Zero.
in Future Slate Justice League 1 and 2.
That's it.
And they were in like I think they had a story in DC Pride this year. That's it.
3 issues.
That's
three
it.
stories.
3 stories. 2 of them are canon. The other one's questionable if it's like actually like I almost said Quanon.
QAnon.
Canon. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got you, Harper. I'll do it.
Question: how many comics have we got left to talk about?
Many.
Oh, he's got his picture.
Oh my god, I was about to leave the call and then you fucking let Sean in.
Did he get beat
What
up?
happened?
Did you just get
I
mugged?
honestly was about
Who
to put
beat
the
you
iPad
up?
away and
What
give up.
happened to you?
Who beat the shit out of you?
Was it Black Adam?
No.
The man in black sent you?
It was Black M. No, I got a deviated septum, so I wear these at night.
Deviated septum. Is that a sex
You
thing?
got-
What is that?
It's
When
when
your
your
nose,
nose
like,
is
is
fucked up
fucked
and
up.
you can't breathe.
Ah, so who fucked it? So it is a sex
Black
thing.
Adam
Oh
did.
Jesus
It
Christ!
was the man in black.
Tell him the man in
Welcome
black
back to the
sent you.
podcast,
You guys
Sean
are-
Gribben.
You guys are recording late. My God,
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of
we
us
are,
have
how
man.
is
work in the
JD
morning,
not
too.
asleep by now?
He's
Look at him.
half asleep. He's
If
getting
you guys want, I could just record the end by myself.
I have so many comics to go over, and you jackasses keep distracting me.
Oh, so you
That's a
guys
good
finished
point.
Black Adam talk?
Yes.
Did
Sucks.
Hunter like it? Did he love it?
Yeah.
Yes. He
Six.
gave
Loved
the
it.
highest rating out of all of us.
Which is a
Are you
6.
Oh, okay. I just thought, did anybody think the pacing was weird with the music, with like the Western showdown and all that?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh my god, I forgot
Oh
about the
my
Western
God.
Showdown.
Did you think that was
Yo!
I thought
Right.
that was my thing. Some of the choices I just like pacing wise messed me up. Like when he first gets out of the mountain, you hear the undertones in the score of I Want It All Painted Black, and it took forever for them to
Yep.
just play
And
the
they also
song.
played it.
Yeah.
They
That
played
Darth
Kanye.
Vader vibe.
They played Kanye.
And then they kinda-
Bad
oh,
time
yeah,
to play
they
Kanye.
Oh,
did
sorry.
play Kanye.
Bad time to play
Yes,
Kanye.
they did. Yeah. But then they kind of ruined I Want It All Painted Black because then it was a slow-mo scene. I was expecting some big, intense battle, and then it was just him staring.
Quicksilver and X-Men.
But I thought the Western thing was really bizarre. I was like, all right, so we saw one TV scene of a Western, and all of a sudden he's there.
And there's
You
no
know-
stakes. It's not like he's not going to win that fight.
Exactly.
He kills the guy and then immediately kills like 5 other people in like a
Mhm.
second as well. Sean, did you come when you saw Superman?
I cracked a smile. That's the only time that people in my audience cheered.
Yeah, mine too.
Mine was dead
Was that
silent.
awkward, Sean? Because I know you were cheering at like 4 scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was-
Painted Black came on. He was like, yes, yes.
every time he said, "Tell them the man in black sent you,"
Oh.
like I lost it. I was
You
so
kept
excited.
standing up.
Did you
Like,
stand
literally-
up and go, "Let's go" when Adam Smasher showed up? Like,
Literally, this movie just kind of felt like Shazam, but less
Bad.
good. Like
But
you had
bad.
the kid telling the you had the kid telling the superhero how to be a superhero. Like
Yeah.
that's
That's
what it
true.
was.
He's not a hero. He's a
Yeah,
he
yeah.
never
He's Black
he
Adam.
never claimed to be a
The
hero.
world needed a hero, but
Yeah.
they got Black Adam.
Yeah, it was. I didn't hate it. I watched it. It was kind of one of those movies. I shut my brain off and I was like, all right,
What do you
we're
give it out of
watching
10?
this for 2 hours.
Yeah, rated out of 10.
At 10, I'd give it a 5.
Nice.
Damn it.
Hunter is still the highest rating.
Dude, Sean, when you joined before and I hung up on you when you went, it was worse than it was better than
Love and
Love
Thunder.
and Thunder. Whatever you said.
Thunder.
I hung up on you and JD just went based, Sean.
I enjoyed it better than that. I could honestly say that. I was like,
I did
all right.
too. I did
You
too.
enjoyed it more than another bad movie. What a fucking high praise, bro.
Is it better? Is it better than Iron Man 2, Sean?
I didn't like Iron Man 2. Sorry, Harper.
Yeah,
God
Iron Man 2
damn it,
sucks,
really?
I
right?
don't like Iron Man 2.
Sean.
Fuck!
Yeah, Iron Man 2
Fuck!
I
sucks.
don't like Iron Man 2.
Sean, I just want you to know, I have been the architect building your return to the podcast. It's all been me, baby. It's all been me. And then you come on here and you fuck me hard while doing it. And I'm
I'm
not a fan of
sorry.
that whatsoever.
I
You
didn't like
son
it
of a
as
bitch.
kid. To me, that movie is just Tony and Pepper arguing the whole time.
Yes,
And so
but as
that's why
someone who's family
I just-
is
Oh, you agree, Harper?
The
yeah,
best-
I know.
The best scene in the movie is when Rhodey and Tony fight each other, and then when they fight together at the end. That's it.
I
That's all you
like
have to
when
see
Pepper
from the
pops
movie.
out the goop egg, but that was just me, I guess.
What?
I get it.
Did I forget something?
Yes,
Oh,
you
You're
did.
talking about the mashed
Yeah.
potato bomb?
No, goop. Gwyneth Paltrow's goop.
Look
The
it up,
pussy
Sean.
eggs.
I don't remember.
Sean, you can look.
I don't remember.
It's best not to Google that, bro.
Use a private browser if you do.
Yeah.
I got someone to Google salad tossing the other day. That was
Oh
crazy.
my
Anyway,
God.
So
What?
anyway, back
What's
to
Sorry,
the
Tyler.
timeless.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
Oh, am I getting kicked?
no, let him stay. Let him stay.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be on my phone then.
Okay.
And he
Sorry,
got
Sean.
kicked.
Wait, hold on. Did a Young Justice issue come out?
Yes, and it was fucking garbage. I just went over it. It was garbage. The page with all the the gay and new characters that
Oh, here we
and
go.
then
Here we
Nikki's
go.
like, we need to get rid of them. Do you remember
Okay.
that page?
No, I haven't read
Sean
it
was
yet.
like, based
He's
Mickey,
even
based
rude.
Mickey.
Sean's like,
No,
I'm
I
not
said that.
reading that.
Sean, thoughts on Halloween Ends?
Okay.
I haven't seen any of the Halloween movies.
Oh my God. What are we doing?
I'm going to save you, Sean.
Get that son of a bitch out of here.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
it
it
says if I want to report Sean.
Oh yeah, report him.
All right.
That
What
was
happened?
great. He saved this podcast, I think. I ruined it and he saved it.
Good.
Other
Tyler didn't say a
comments?
word the entire time he was here.
Well, because I don't have anything. We talked about Black Adam.
Thank
already.
you.
I'm Black Adam'd out,
To
bro.
the comments.
I just want to talk about how fucking stupid the end of Flashpoint Beyond is.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right,
with
let's talk
it.
Oh,
Flashpoint.
yeah.
Let's talk Flashpoint Beyond.
We
Great
talk about
issue.
nostalgia.
But that ending is
Listen,
really
I
weird.
haven't read Flashpoint Beyond. I think I will.
It's really good.
But
You're gonna read it 4 years from now, though.
yeah, when I revisit this whole
When you
era.
revisit all the Infinite Frontier, era, and you're like, you know what, it wasn't so bad.
the Flashpoint.
You should post this
Infinite
panel
Frontier.
online.
That's what it was. So what the fuck is going on?
In general.
But what is Thomas? Who is the Robin? What is that?
The Robin
The
is
Robin is Harvey Dent's son
Son.
of that universe, which was in
Okay.
the Flashpoint Batman tie-in from 2009.
All right, interesting. So
He's
and
like
then
Dexter Dent.
He and Joker, are they they
Jo-
in love again?
Joker. So Martha, she finds out that the Flashpoint universe shouldn't exist.
Right. She
Right,
realizes
because
that
it
Bruce is
shouldn't exist.
Batman.
Yeah, because Bruce Wayne should be Batman. He should have lived in the alley, and they should have died. And she believes that should be true. This universe isn't real, therefore let's just destroy it. So Rip Hunter left a time machine or something in this universe, and she's just like, hey, if we can literally just end this universe instantly. And she's trying to convince Thomas we can do that and just have our son be Batman, and we will cease to exist. And Thomas is like, but then everyone's universe will cease to exist. She's like, it doesn't matter because we're not supposed to exist. Comics. It's
Yeah.
very comic booky the plot line. But yeah, she convinces, well, she doesn't really convince Thomas to do that, but she really gets him to listen to her. Like they fight, of course, but then she actually starts talking and Thomas stops, and that's when they kiss. Because they start to talk about Bruce.
But is it like at the end, is it like they become, are they gonna raise this Robin? Is that what I saw?
Kind of.
Yeah, but like Martha's like behind glass because she's still kind of like fucked up.
Yeah.
Are
Batman-
It's a strange ending.
Thomas builds a like cell in the Batcave and says she'll always be in here. And even there's a point where this new Robin's just like, how are you going to explain when she leaves? And Thomas is like, she's never gonna leave. She's always going to be in this cell for the rest of her life, but he's going to provide food and like books and give her entertainment and stuff. And there's a nice bed in there. There's a desk. So it's not like a really bad prison cell. It's like a little room, like a little bedroom that she is trapped in for the rest of her life. And
Now, what's with this Golden Age shit at the end of it? Is this like setting up the next Jeff Johns thing?
This is setting up JSA.
JSA, yeah.
By Jeff Johns.
Like Golden Age Red Lantern?
Yeah, that has me interested.
Why does it have you interested though?
Because it's
Why?
Red Lantern. Because I like Red Lantern. I just read a ton of Jeff Johns Green Lantern stuff.
I just read Jeff Johns Green Lantern.
But like, do you really care though? Like, I feel like all those things, because people were, I saw people like losing their minds over that. I'm like, what is like, really though? Like,
right.
It's not a reveal. Like it is, right? But like, who actually cares?
But we also don't know anything about it. I mean, it could be totally shit.
It's just bunch of names, right? It's just a bunch of new names.
It's a bunch of modern things with the term Golden Age slapped in front of it.
Golden Age, isn't there one that's like Golden Age Aquaman?
Yeah,
Golden Age
Don't we know
Golden Age
Aquaman?
Mr. Miracle.
Don't we know Golden Age Aquaman? He existed.
Well, it's essentially so Rip Hunter goes to these like vaults, and that's where all these names are of different characters, like Golden Age Aquaman and Golden Age Red Lantern.
But are these characters that like should exist and don't?
Yeah. But Rip Hunter's just like,
it's just Doomsday Clock again.
Basically, Rip Hunter's just like, okay, we could bring them all back. And to quote him, he says, let's just pray that they return to the 1940s without incident.
But they're not going to.
Probably not.
I mean, then there's no story. So
they're probably going to go in modern time, and then that's what Jeff Johns' JSA book is.
So then what is the ending? I know I've seen it, but like, how does it build to that? Does it build to that, or is it just a page?
The Gary Frank.
It literally goes from like the Golden Age page to right to that.
Bubastis. But like, but why?
It has nothing. So the Doomsday Clock 2 scene with Gary Frank art. Yeah. Nothing to do with the plot.
Nothing to do with Flashpoint.
No, I know.
It's an end credit scene.
It's just basically.
Yeah, but what are we doing? Like, why are we
Doomsday
at the
Clock
end of
2.
Doomsday Clock? They actually do tease that character. I remembered that. Like she's teased. Yeah, nostalgia.
You remember it because you read it a month ago.
No, but I would have remembered it either way. Like I remember.
No, you wouldn't. No,
I would have because they're like they set up.
Well, he would have remembered because he watched every episode of Project Doomsday.
Yeah,
I don't believe for a fucking second.
No, it's because at the end they say like, oh, this girl, Cleopatra Park, I think is her name. I remember this shit.
Okay, if you remember it, what was Batman's message to Mars?
He doesn't. He's like, oh, stop it.
See, I knew you wouldn't know.
Anyway.
What is the first line that Superman says to?
It's been a while since
Rorschach.
anyone's made the world this nervous.
Tell the Man in Black sent you.
To Rorschach. But my point is they build this up at the end of Doomsday Clock, where they say that there's this little girl who becomes obsessed with the rise and fall of Ozymandias, and then she's gonna like become a villain named Nostalgia, and then doesn't she say the Watchman?
She says, "Guess we'll have to find the Watchman another way."
Yeah, that's the kid.
So she's
from
the Watchman.
Even though they're the Minutemen, but you know.
No, the Watchman. It's the kid from Doomsday Clock. She's referring to that.
Oh,
kid.
she's talking about. What?
Yeah, that's his superhero name.
Oh my god!
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
I hate it. Actually,
It's Clark. But
I fucking
where
hate
is he,
that.
though?
Actually,
he's not on the Watchmen Earth. Did he also fuck off? Like what?
I thought
he's right here.
Yeah, didn't he go to the Watchmen Earth to be raised by Night Owl?
Yeah, he's on the Watchmen Earth to be raised into like a superhero. That's the whole point. I go, and now what does he just not? Is he not on that Earth again? And he like, does he have the same fucking?
Well, we
archetype?
don't know where these 2 pages take place. It's just nostalgia.
Yeah.
She tries to open a door that says "Stay behind screen" when IF subtractor is activated.
So it's the Dr. Manhattan thing, though.
Yeah.
She's trying to build a new Doctor. Oh, I guess maybe she's trying to, because that Bubastis, they use him to pull John to them. So I guess she's trying to do that same thing.
Yeah,
Pulling
she's trying to
myself
recreate the
together was the
accident.
first trick I learned. Didn't kill Osterman. Did you really think it would kill
Honestly,
me?
Doomsday Clock is good. I'm okay with this.
Unfortunately. Yeah. I don't know.
Unfortunately.
I don't know how much I
It-
really
look,
care to like see this character.
We
again.
haven't spoken about Doomsday Clock in ages. Do you want to know my thoughts on Doomsday Clock?
You read Doomsday Clock?
What? I read it when it came out, bro. What are you
I thought
talking about?
You like pick like 4 characters and fuck off and only read them. So
Dude,
like,
I
don't know.
fucking love. I've read all of Before Watchmen. Like, like
Isn't
Fair enough.
Before
What do you
Watchmen like
want
really
from me?
not good?
some of it's amazing and some of it's garbage.
Okay. What's your opinion
Anyway.
on Doomsday Clock?
Doomsday Clock.
I think he left on purpose.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
did
he
it on
definitely left
purpose.
on purpose.
Yeah.
It's a good book. I've had like a real like enemies to lovers arc with it. It's weird. I've like I kind of am afraid of saying things like saying something and then it's there forever, because I used to hate that book, obviously.
Right.
Now I kind of really like it. I think it is a good book. I don't know
It's
how much I
great.
really care to see
When
this
it was
character
coming
again.
out, like Hunter and I were like, this could be the best DC event ever. But I and maybe you could like attest to this because obviously like you read it all like together. It feels like the book changes like halfway through, like the story. clearly gets
issue
rewritten.
7 to
It got a
8.
lot of delays.
I
too.
I genuinely, and I have nothing to believe this on, but I genuinely believe that Wally West was going to be a huge part of Doomsday Clock, and it got thrown out.
Well, I don't know, because I think it was always going to be a Superman story.
He's in one panel.
He's in
That's
one
what I'm saying, but
panel,
I
yeah.
feel like there was something more.
Well, I think there would have been so much more on every level, because you also got to remember that Dr. Manhattan kidnapped him. He took Jor-El from death. He took
Right.
Thomas Wayne from death. Like he
Right.
did all this stuff, and they never acknowledge it. So I
Yeah,
don't know
because
really
why
what
did
that
he
was
take
about.
Wally West out of the timeline for 6 years?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it would have
It
been
was-
cool if it was about
pure curiosity on
Wally and
his part.
Superman.
But like
'cause
he
those
took
were, like,
out
Yeah.
he took out Wally for some reason. He took out the relationship
Superman.
between Green Arrow and Black Canary for some reason. Like
Right.
Oh
he
yeah.
did all this random shit, and it made no sense. It didn't.
Right.
It made less sense when we got to Doomsday Clock, and I think you kind of have to ignore all that when you read that book.
Because they
which is
didn't
weird.
answer the questions. They just
But-
told the story.
But it's Jeff Johns,
Yeah.
so we trust the process.
And Gary
got
Frank.
Junkyard Joe. Of course he did.
I still haven't read it, but I have it.
Of course.
Junkyard Joe #1.
But yeah, I still enjoy Flashpoint Beyond, and I'm looking forward to
I
whatever
think I will read
Gary
it. I'm
Frank
just
and
really
Jeff Johns have
confused
in
on
mind.
Flashpoint
like,
Beyond
what
though,
that's
like
gonna be.
the more I think about it, it's so poorly named because like they were and poorly advertised because they kept saying like this is like the 10-year anniversary, this is the sequel to Flashpoint. It feels nothing like Flashpoint. It's like
It's
a
just-
Flashpoint.
It's just a
Flashpoint
story in the
Batman-
universe.
You're right. It's a Flashpoint Batman murder mystery, which is
It's
you know
good.
it's interesting, but like what the fuck's that got to do with Flashpoint?
Yeah.
You know.
That's a good point.
And I get that you got to name books certain things to sell them, but like it's strange.
Reverse Flash was in it and he died.
Yeah, he just like was in one panel to be dead.
Yeah.
I
Huh.
don't know. Kind of
Yeah,
weird story.
I enjoyed it, but yeah, I do recommend it, but it is a little odd. It'd probably be better in one sitting. So you'll probably like it more than that's Tyler. What else do you want to quickly go over? World's Finest?
What do you think of World's Finest?
I gotta remind myself what. Oh yeah, it was good. Like, what happened? I actually really, it was fast in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it was like a page turner kind of thing.
Yeah.
The story is essentially like Gotham's locked up. I guess every door in Gotham is locked. That was kind of odd.
Right. It's like an old Justice League villain, right? And he gets everyone to have like the fear of like opening a
Claustrophobia.
door or something.
Yeah, the fear of like claustrophobia. He says.
Yeah.
entomphobia, he says.
Yeah.
It's linked to fear of open spaces or
Like
confining
even
places.
Batman and Robin are stuck in like the Batcave, like they can't leave.
Yeah, but Superman's out there.
Tyler, I know
Supergirl.
you haven't read it, but have you seen like the sidekick that they gave to Superman?
Yeah, I saw him. I see
David.
Yeah, Jinx.
What do you think of that?
Well, what is he?
Probably a villain eventually.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
but like, where is he from? Like, isn't he like
he's from like another Earth, like a parallel Earth,
right? Okay.
and he's got like the Superman origin story essentially. Like he comes here.
Don't they have character like? Isn't that what Power
Chris
Girl is?
Chris Kent.
Or yeah, or Chris Kent.
His origin in a nutshell is he was in Gotham on another Earth. Gotham was blown up. Before being blown up, his parents who were scientists, shipped him to a different universe, which was this universe. And his powers are he can heat up his body, but he can't really control it.
All right.
Yeah,
it's kind of strange.
And
I've been thinking, like, where are they going to go with this? Like, obviously, he's not going to be right, but like, when are they going to make that turn? And like, is it going to be good?
Because Donna says I don't have a good feeling about him, and he's really nervous. Like he has panic attacks, and he doesn't know.
Are they going to do a Teen Titans book? Do you think he'll be a villain in that? Maybe.
That'd be kind of cool. I love like when Dan Moore draws like the original Teen Titans. It's so good.
Yeah, they're all on this.
That'd be cool.
Like they're training him. Like the Teen Titans train him in this issue. Like Wally's really excited the whole time, and Speedy's very confident and a little cocky. But it's really well written. Like Mark Waid really knows these characters. But yeah, it's a fun issue because it's just David and Superman and Supergirl freeing Gotham the whole time, while Batman and Robin calm David down through the computer. And Blue Beetle's in this. We see Dan Moore draw Blue Beetle, like Ted Cord, which is really cool. But yeah,
what do you think of the end with Joker?
I mean, we knew it was coming.
He said, "I love sidekicks. They're so delicate, bro. You haven't even killed Jason Todd yet in this like
yeah." That's a good point.
Jason Todd's just like a little kid at this point. He's like 5.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I don't think Mark Waid thought that.
It is a very good issue.
The next 2 issues is the Joker arc.
One of the reviews on the Comic Geeks app was the worst part of this issue is the Black Adam ad.
It's fair enough. I'll rapid fire. I have one thing to say about Thor. Thor issue 28. The past 6 Thor issues have been crossovers that have been bad. We had 4 Hulk crossovers, and then we had 2 Venom crossovers, and none of them have been good. I really like Donny Cates' Thor when there's an actual story, but all he's doing is crossing over with characters. So next month, like the story's back. We're actually continuing from when we left off in May. So hopefully it gets good again, because this has been kind of brutal so far. And then Moon Knight, it's very good. I just started reading it, but I'm all caught up. I highly recommend it. The whole book so far, we're 16 issues in, has been there's a vampire trying to make an army to go against Dracula's army. They're all
really doing a Dracula thing.
They're doing a vampire wants to kill Dracula. So
is he gonna say that thing? Where's my
Dracula?
money?
You owe me money.
They might.
What other
purpose would there be?
Have Dracula?
Next issue, Werewolf by Night's in it, but we haven't seen Dracula yet. But they've just been building up that this army of vampires wants to kill Dracula. So this vampire's taking people from the streets, like homeless people, and turning them to vampires. So Moon Knight's trying to find out who's the leader and take them down, but they're very 2 vampires almost killed them, and there's like 50 of them. So it's a really good book so far. It's kind of a slow burn, but very entertaining, and it's a huge build-up. So I'm really looking forward to see where it goes. And then Defenders Beyond is probably one of the best books coming out right now. That's all I'll say.
The Flash issue this week, it's a very filler issue. It's Wally gets thrown into like a multiverse wrestling match. So like there's this like worldwide or multiverse wide wrestling league, and like they, it's like big, like they look like Hulk Hogan basically, and like they wrestle. And Wally's just like really stressed, and he's like, "Hey man, I just need to have some fun." So he wrestles with them. I'm not a big wrestling guy, never been into it even as a kid. So this issue didn't really, appeal to me. I mean, it's a fun issue for what it is, but yeah. And Hunter, we both read Nightwing. That was
yeah. I do have that. Forgot about that.
Did you notice that Bruno didn't do the whole issue? He did like like the other guy, I forget what his name is, Jorge something, no, something, whatever his name is, the other artist did like half the issue, like in the middle.
He did a good job of like keeping the style that Bruno does. Like I didn't notice at first.
Yeah.
So it's still good. The ending though, that's the main thing in this issue.
Well, so yeah, it ends. You saw that, Tyler? It ends with Rick Grayson in the cab. This is obviously Night Mite though, right? Because they're introducing him next issue, so it's gonna be a Night Mite like trick of the brain, I guess.
I'm just curious what they're gonna do. Like,
what if they did like a Mike Murdoch thing, and they made them like twin brothers? They made him real or something. That'd be funny.
Yeah, I mean, I can only assume it's got to be the Night Mite, just because next issue is when he gets introduced, so it's going to be like his version of Bat Mite, which I think sounds incredibly stupid, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I guess one thing I want to say about Defenders Beyond real quick is basically there's this god that takes the Defenders and puts them in a perfect world, like a dream world. And Blue Marvels is he stops the assassination of John F. Kennedy. That's his perfect world, and he argues with him too.
with JFK.
Yeah.
Well, I think Blue Marvel is like old. Maybe I think that's like isn't he like from the 60s?
I guess, yeah.
Or like, well,
was he a superhero in the 60s? Like,
I don't really know much about Blue Marvel. I know
basically
Al loves him though.
He comes over, he's like, the parade's happening and he has the gun, and he like snaps it in half. He's like, I just saved your life, Mr. President. And the president's just like, oh my god, well thank you, like that's amazing that you just saved me. And Blue Marvel's just like, yeah, imagine if I wasn't here, imagine if you were shot in the head and we all heard about it on TV. John F. Kennedy just goes like, Adam, calm down. And he goes, oh, we're on first name basis now, all right, Jack. Like, are you like, that's his perfect world. I just thought that was weird. Like,
he gets to yell at JFK.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like Galactus's mom is in this, and her perfect world is Galactus.
Harper wishes he was still here.
Isn't her name?
Her perfect world is Galactus is a good guy that's on the Avengers, and like he wears like a golden suit and he like goes to barbecues.
He's a life bringer. Al Ewing, he did that. That was him. So
yeah, they call him the life bringer. He has like a golden suit and just hangs out.
That's in the Ultimates. That's also where he used Blue Marvel.
Oh, they even say like Ultimates reunion too.
Fuck, I gotta read this book.
It's very.
See, Tyler swears off reading modern comics, and then all of a sudden
like Ultimates though. That's like
he's Buck. He's Buck. He's Buck.
I don't know what it'll be. I think it'll be Fantastic Four that maybe gets me to actually go and buy the issue.
That's coming by soon, right?
A leader will have to. Yeah,
I think so.
A listener. Sorry, will have to correct me if I'm wrong. But out of all these perfect worlds, they're all having a perfect time. But Loki's perfect world is he's a tree. I wonder if that's like a mythology thing, like a Norse mythology thing. Does Loki ever become a tree?
Probably. I mean,
that's his perfect world. And when they go back to normal, he's just like, oh, that was horrible. Why was I a tree? He's just like, what did you guys have? It's like, oh, you know, I had a family. It's like I was very wealthy. He's like, why was I a tree? So it's a funny book. The art's really bright and vibrant. And recommend. That's all my comics.
The only one I've left is Rogues, but I actually did not read it.
Wow, because you're lazy.
6 is a lot for me in a week.
6 is a lot for me too. I don't know why it's 6 this week.
Expensive comic week.
I don't know how many I have next week, but probably not 6, because I only read 10 titles. Or do you have 0?
I don't know, probably. I didn't even look what's out. But
I guess next week's near the end of October. Yeah, I don't have much. Okay, I guess that's I don't think I have any. Oh, I have Spider-Man. Never mind.
Are we finally going to find out what did Peter do?
Spider-Man.
Aren't you reading Spider-Man?
Did Peter do?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. I was reading it because you said on the podcast once you can't not read Spider-Man.
Well, I was wrong. I think I was wrong.
I have that, and
right now.
There's a Moon Knight issue, another one out next week. So those are my 2 that I have. Thank God, only 2. Yeah,
I hope we find out what did Peter do.
Me too, man. Me too. That's why I'm reading this. I will say the cover of last issue was the worst cover I've ever seen, but it was actually a pretty good issue. This was the cover.
Oh, come on.
Holding.
Why does it look like that?
It's The Amazing Spider-Man
Is it the
number 11
mask?
by
Oh,
Zeb
it's the
Wells.
mask. Okay,
Yeah,
so his
it's-
face.
It's Hobgoblin's
All right,
mask.
that's better. That now I know that that's better. I thought that was his face.
It's still
Just
pretty
he's holding
bad
a
though.
mask. Yeah, no, it is goofy, but
He's
It's
like
extreme.
yeah, but it's like a rubber
Ghostface.
mask. It's the art. It hasn't been good.
Oh God.
That's Hobgoblin.
So
But
goofy.
which one? That's the whole thing. Is it Ned or is it someone else? So yeah,
okay.
that's the show.
Yeah.
So what does he say? Do your outro.
I'm not a paid monkey where I could just perform on the
No,
spot.
I'm trying to stall here because I'm. Oh yeah, no.
Like it
What?
on YouTube, subscribe, follow, all that good shit. See you next week.
Thank you, and thank you, Terramon.
What's
That's
going
one
on?
take.
And thank you, Ronald McDonald.